if you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my rip out with this jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets spit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
Welcome to the Venomous Wrestling. To the Venomous Smoke Show. Oh, I got my days mixed up. Thought I was on Thursdays, but welcome to the Venomous Smoke Show. We're gonna talk about sports today. As you can tell, I'm a little hoarse today because I went to the Saints game yesterday, and oh man, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. So let me bring in a diabolical hater, and Doc is late again. He has no note today, so it's no call, no show. It's a no call, no show for Doc. But Nasty I had a little incident, so he's not gonna be able to make the show tonight. I hope everything gets well, it gets great. I'm glad. He wasn't hurt or anything. So, yeah, so it won't be Nasty today, and I guess I'll let him make his picks, a little later. We got to handle his business, you know what I mean? But, yeah. So, as he told us right before the show started. So, I guess we can get into the Saints versus the Jaguars, because that shit was hard to even be in. The first half, I was pissed the first half, but I want to know what you saw before I get into what I got to get into.
Like I know you're going to mention, you guys controlled the defense in the beginning of the game. You guys made some good defensive plays, special teams plays as well. But why? I don't understand. You have weapons. We can't sit here and goof on your team that don't have weapons. You have a veteran wide receiver. You have Olave and you have Kamara. And I'll tell you right now, you're the guy that they should be using more is Taysom Hill. They couldn't stop him yesterday. No. But yet, again, like I told you a couple of weeks ago, you ended up with the wrong Carr. Because this guy is more like a car wreck than he is a quarterback.
And let me drink some water for this one. What game that a team can lose when they win in the turnover battle 2-1? It was really 3-1, but they took interception back. But 2-1, time of possession was like 30 to like 18 or something like that. 30 minutes, like 34 minutes to like 18 or something minutes they had. They had more yards. If I showed you the box score without the score, like if I just showed you the stats, you would say the Saints dominated this game.
Definitely.
And to lose because your quarterback cannot score in the red zone is a fucking problem. And then you want to point fingers at people. No, you're throwing those piss poor ass passes. How you gonna fuss at Olave, right? And the ball is 10 yards out of bounds. The ball is 10 yards out of bounds.
Yeah, if Olave
So it
would
don't
have
make sense
slowed
to run.
down. Yeah, it don't make that's a good point right there.
It
He
does
got
not
mad
make
at
sense to run
Olave
full
for some
speed.
bullshit.
Like, I wouldn't have ran full speed for that pass. It's like, I see the ball is going out of bounds. Why risk an injury trying to go catch that bullshit? Like, you're catching bullshit. And I'm like, you're throwing bullshit. You're holding the ball too long. You're throwing ducks. And then you just demonstrative on the sideline. Bro, you haven't been long enough here to be fussing at anybody, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know who made him captain. Then he take that C off his chest and put a B on his chest for bitch. But I told Saints fans this, though. I told them that this dude is over fucking rated. And we can get to the next topic. He's fucking overrated. Fucking Derek Carr is overrated. He's garbage time Derek. Not garbage time Kirk, garbage time Derek. He has great numbers because we ran a no-huddle offense in the third quarter. That's why we started to have great numbers. He can't run a traditional offense. You have to fucking run no huddle and got to be down like 3 touchdowns for him to fucking get it. And you say weapons. Let me go all the weapons we had last night. We had Michael Thomas. We had Chris Olave. Rashid Shaheed is another weapon. Jamal Williams came back. We didn't use him either when we were down third and 2 on the goal line. We didn't use him at all on short yardage either, and he was getting like 4 yards a carry. Matt Kamara, they got the rookie Kendre Miller as a weapon. We got like 5, 6 weapons. The problem is you, partner. And I'm like, all these Carr apologists. What games are y'all watching? Where I'm blaming this guy. He's the reason why we ain't doing it. Because if we was 6-0, 7-0, people will be talking about he's a fucking MVP. So if he's gonna get the brunt of, he's gonna get all the praise when we win. He needs to get the brunt when we lose. And here goes Doc Eric.
And the one thing that I gotta say, he threw one good pass in the red zone. And it sucks that the kid didn't have it. It was in his hand.
That wasn't a good pass. I'm sorry. That was not a good pass. If you go back,
it really was a good pass.
It was a good pass for a receiver, but you expected
it was too far. It let him out a little too much.
It was not a good pass.
And he had chemistry with his wide receiver, he'd have knew where to put the ball where the dude could still put 2 limbs in bounds, and it would have been threading the needle.
You would have caught the ball out of bounds.
Y'all
let me
see
tell
this?
you on that pass before I let Doc Eric cook. But that pass was a bad pass, but it should have been caught. But it was a bad pass because he led the receiver to out of bounds when he didn't need to. He just had to throw it on the fucking numbers. That's how wide open the guy was. He threw the bitch leading it to him like he's a wide receiver. Wide receiver's toe tap. Foster Monroe been our blocking tight end. So you're expecting our blocking tight end to catch a ball like this is never going to happen. It's not going to happen. Well, go ahead, Doc.
So there was another time. Well, before I get to that point, if you rewind tape and look at previous games, even before you got here, like Derek Carr highlights, I mean, they're bare minimum. Like you don't really get highlights out of this guy. You know, it's always underthrown balls where receivers, forcing themselves to make the play, kind of bailing him out. And then last night, there was a pass that I'm like, say, bro, like there was two passes, I'm sorry, that he missed that could have honestly put up points or put us in a situation where we could have got points. So one pass, he literally got his man beat like butt naked. I mean, nothing but green. Like,
Yeah,
I
wide
mean,
fucking open.
it would have been a Christian Kirk like play getting 60 plus yards. If not, he'd have had reservations for 6. He underthrew the man, got the ball in the dirt. Second pass, he hit Michael Thomas. Now, he hit Michael Thomas where the defender was. So, okay, if Michael Thomas, if you want to throw it in his dominant hand, his right hand was kind of held by the defender. He fitting it off a defender. But if you throw it to the outside hand, if Michael Thomas get a hand on it, he'll bring it down easy. And that'll put us in their territory and perhaps give this rookie kicker a little bit more confidence about what he can do. Because right now, that boy is super spooked. He's shook. I mean, I can't fault him because he's a rookie and he's super young.
So I'm saying one was a 51-yarder. That is a tough kick for anybody, for a veteran.
So I mean, but
I'll give him a pass on the 51-yarder.
I mean, I'm cool for passes, but I can't forgive your inside home environment. Like, calm down. Like, say, bro, like, yeah, everybody looking at you, but we're not looking at you. You know, we rooting for you. We're not trying to put nothing against you. Only thing we asking you to do is do your job. Do everything that you've been doing to practice up to this point. And then when people warming up, guess what? The team doing whatever. The kicker's still out there in the field kicking field goals. So there's no excuse. I don't want to hear that. Like,
put it this way, that kicker's legs got to be strong as shit because he's kicking so many fucking field goals. It makes no sense.
Well, thank God we finally got touchdowns. The last time we had a touchdown at home was September 10th.
Week one.
Against the Titans. That's the last time we had an offensive touchdown in our own house. So how can we sit here
to be fair, we only had 3 games, but still, that's pretty bad.
That's bad. It's still bad. It's a month. We had a whole game there.
It's pretty bad.
Like,
I would even say Jay Cutler, because at least Jay Cutler knew how to score points.
Man, look, Derek Carr is himself.
Derek Carr is David Carr. Those Carr brothers are fucking overrated. Like I've been fucking said, they're over fucking rated.
I don't even want to go there. Like,
I'm going there. He's his fucking brother. They gun shy when you hit them. They throw ducks. You look at Derek Carr and David Carr, they're the same fucking quarterback. It's just that Derek has a stronger arm. Same fucking quarterback.
I'm not even on that point yet. So when I got to simmer down, because I was in the building with you just like you yesterday, Mo. I got to simmer down. Before I even get to the player's point of it, I'm calming down about the fact that how we lost, because honestly, you had a chance. I'm not gonna put nothing on Moreau just yet. I'm not gonna put things on players just yet.
It's not him. It should have came down to that.
I'm putting things on the coaching staff. I'm putting things down on management, because ain't no way I'm gonna sit here and be like, because this is a production business. Let's start with first things first. First things first, the Saints got the second easiest schedule in the league. There is no reason that you should be sitting anywhere underneath 500 at any point this year. No reason. You should have the balls to say, guess what? I don't care if you're not figuring it out. This is what you're doing for me now, business. I'm paying you anyway. So if you're sitting on a bench or if you're sucking it up, have the balls to be like, you're not getting it done. Go have a seat, bro. I don't give what you're doing right now. I don't care. I don't care what you're doing. You can sit here and
Winston should have been in that game.
Quarterback 2, 3, what the hell that you're seeing? But guess what? You're not going to be in my game jeopardizing what's going on with my season. That's not happening. Coaching staff, step the hell up. Somebody tell Dennis Allen, say, bro, this dude plays ain't working. First half, you're sitting here, missed field goal, turnover on downs, punt, fumble recoveries. It ain't happening. I'm not for it. Say, bro, you had 6 weeks and an off season. You was here from the word go. I'm done with it. I can't sit here and jeopardize 1 quarter of my season, 2 quarters of my season. Say, bro, I should be sitting somewhere either in contention for this division. I shouldn't be a game and a half back while everybody else in the division is losing. With the second easiest schedule in the entire league. Out of 32 teams, you got the second easiest schedule. There is nothing you could tell me to convince me to say, hey, we're going to figure it out. Oh, I'm going to blame this guy. I was so close to going off on every soundbite that I heard from Derek Carr today. Like, so close.
I didn't even listen to it. I knew it was bullshit.
How delusional this man is.
I didn't listen to it because it's bullshit. You're not going to fucking show up anybody and you're not showing up. I see if you were showing up, putting balls on the money and doing everything like a quarterback that get paid $150 million supposed to, then, yeah, I got you. But you can't talk about nothing and you throwing balls in the dirt. And, you know, I'm mad at Dennis Allen because I look at it last year, fucking Jameis Winston got pulled for similar production.
That's
and
management.
We had to watch Andy Dalton for the rest of the fucking season. The rest of the fucking season. You're telling me that Derek Carr cannot be pulled. It's bullshit. That first half was bullshit. And I guarantee you put Jameis in the game and win the fucking game. Because Jameis has a different mindset. He's all about team. And they love Jameis because he's about team. He don't never show up none of his players. That's one thing I give him. When you start showing up your fucking players, your people lose respect for you. And that's what the fuck happened. The defense gave up. Like, why the fuck do we need to keep working hard? And we give y'all 2 turnovers. It should have been a third, but, you know, he bobbled it on the ground. Well, I gave you 2 turnovers.
Nah, I ain't much going to hold. Man, look. Say, bro.
That looked like a damn interception, but he bobbled it. I gave you 2 turnovers.
So
and you did nothing with the 2 turnovers. I gave you multiple great field position. You did nothing with it. And then and I don't want to talk about the defense gave up 31. No, they did not give up 31. They gave up 24, which means this game would have went to overtime and Derek Carr never threw a fucking pick 6. How about people know about that?
Because that happened.
If we don't miss 2 field goals, we win the game. I'm like this. We missed 2 field goals. We fucking had a pick 6. I mean, that loses games. We finally scored over 20 points. Yes, that's not against the Patriots. We finally scored over 20 points. But you gave up a pick 6. That's a 10-point swing you did. You missed the field goal and gave up a fucking pick 6. It's a 10-point swing. That's how you lost the game. Derek Carr, you lost the game. You threw a pick 6. We should have took a sack. Take the fucking sack. He threw it into double coverage.
And then he almost gave it up at halftime. Like, only thing you had to do, we got the ball back. I was up there screaming. Like, I don't know if it's being heard through the microphone right now, but my voice is raspy.
I had the same in the division with the easy schedule. Now the Bucks got a harder schedule than us. The one that might win it is Atlanta because Atlanta got the easiest schedule.
Because I'm up there,
that's the real thing.
When we got the ball back before halftime, I said, say, bro, only thing you got to do is take the knee because you're getting the ball back at halftime. Because I guarantee you somebody going to wind up fumbling this football. And what Derek Carr wound up doing, fumbling the football, barely recovered. Then they decided to take the knee. Then from that point forward, everybody in my section was laughing at me because I started calling for Jameis right there when the second half came. I said, bro, I'm done. I kept screaming for Jameis for the entire game.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad. Like, I wasn't even happy during our touchdowns. I didn't get up. I didn't celebrate it. I wasn't happy about it. Like, you got that 4th and whatever because it was like, man, let them score. So, you know, we get this ball back and we could kind of clock it and kind of get them out our face. And then that's when they started kind of mustering up a comeback. Like, say, bro, like Kamara was like, hey man, I ain't come here for this. I ain't come here for just field goals and us looking bad at home. And kind of got us in a position where, all right, Mike T touchdown, Kamara 2-point conversion. Say, bro, now we got a game. We can at least get it to overtime, get a field goal, go home. But like you said, once it takes all three phases of the football, right? Well, if offense is gonna keep going 3 and out and keep getting these 4th and 3 situations, it's like, and I'm gonna call these plays underneath the sticks and be like, okay, we're gonna depend on either a penalty or dude breaking through 3 points of contact to get first downs, and they back on the field again. That's deflating. That's frustrating. Like, why would I want to sit here and be like, you know what? I gave you turnovers. You couldn't do nothing with it. I gave you the ball back when I had the whole strong when they marching in our territory, and you're still not doing nothing with it. That's deflating.
Let me get on Dennis Allen ass for that 60-yard touchdown play. Why would you put an old ass Tyrann Mathieu on fucking Christian Kirk? Game on the line. You put out one of our slowest safeties. That ain't Tyrann Mathieu from LSU. That ain't him. That ain't the Honey Badger. That's the old Badger now. He ain't Honey Badger no more. He ain't running fast like he used to. You put him on there, fastest receiver on a crossing route. I said touchdown when I saw it. That's bad coaching. Why are we playing zone and we have man corners? That's how we got beat. Playing the fucking zone. And Trevor Lawrence made just enough plays in the zone because we held Trevor Lawrence in check. The defense held him in check. And the score looks worse than it is because that fucking pick six.
Only because dude was playing at like, I don't know, 50%.
Yeah. And I don't know why we didn't send blitzes at a dude who can't run. And then he start running. I'm like, why the hell we don't have a spy on that? And we just have an eye on the quarterback in case he tried to limp out the backfield. We didn't do anything right. The coaching sucked. Pete Carmichael need to go. Dennis Allen need to go. Derek Carr need to go. We just need to clean the fuck house. Clean the house and get this turn this shit around.
Well,
because I'm like, I'm not calling for like James just to be a starter, but we need to have a quarterback competition or something. We need to open up the quarterback competition and see who wins. Even throw the rookie in there. See who the fuck wins. Because Derek Carr ain't it. And I told y'all before that Derek Carr was not it. I said it when we signed him. He was not it. I said, there's a bunch of empty calories. He got in on Pro Bowls because other Pro Bowlers did not want to go to the Pro Bowl. He was a fucking alternate. It didn't count. That don't count. I mean, Tyler Huntley was a backup for the Ravens, a Pro Bowler. But I would want him to be the starter of my fucking team. And we paid him $150 million because he saw all these empty calories. He's Kirk Cousins, a fucking Kirk Cousins light. He's not even Kirk Cousins. He's Kirk Cousins light. I mean, when your game was almost out of reach, then they start turning it up, and then they'll get 300 yards. You'd be like, damn, Derek Carr had a great game if you look at the fucking numbers. Derek Carr has always been this quarterback. He sucks under the bright lights. He didn't have any bright lights in with the Raiders because nobody gave a fuck about the Raiders. Let's be real. When the last time somebody gave a fuck about the Raiders?
When they were in Oakland?
I think Rich Gannon was there. That's the last time somebody gave a fuck about the Raiders. All people care about the Raiders are Raiders fans.
We talking about early 2000s.
Do not give a fuck about the Raiders and Derek Carr. Nobody cared about the Raiders when Derek Carr was there. I ain't hear nobody talk about the Raiders when Derek Carr was there. The only time we talked about the Raiders is when Devontae Adams went there and when fucking Antonio Brown fucking left them. That's the only time we talked about the Raiders on the show. So I don't want to hear this shit about Derek Carr's an elite quarterback. He could have been an elite quarterback. I thought, hey, maybe with the weapons, we might work because maybe, he only had like 1 or 2 weapons with the Raiders. It might work. Now I'm starting to see it was Derek Carr is why the Raiders suck.
Every day, more and more. Josh McDaniels
I'm starting to see why. And I want to apologize to the Raiders fans that I told, hey, he's not going to suck here. I am sorry. I see why y'all hate this motherfucker. He's a big crybaby. Derek Carr.
I think your offensive coordinator needs to. They need to move your offensive coordinator.
Yes.
I don't think he
I'll
called
give
the
him
right
this.
plays.
Second half, he turned it up the second half of the play calling. They took the ball out of Derek Carr's hands. I saw what he did, and that's when they start scoring. They said, we're going to get the ball in Kamara's hands. We're going to get the ball in our playmakers' hands. And Derek Carr, we're not going to make you make a decision. And Mike Thomas touchdown, that was a bad fucking pass. It was a great catch by Mike Thomas. There was another bad pass that Mike Thomas caught.
He got bailed out.
Receivers got to catch miraculously
bailed
great
out.
balls for them to score. It was a fucking bad pass. Derek Carr is horrible. I told him and Jameis are the same QB, but Jameis has a bigger arm and is more of a team player. Derek Carr and him is either good Derek, bad Derek. It's either good Jameis, bad Jameis. I said the quarterback competition should be closer than what they think it is. Derek Carr is not way up here in Jameis Hill. They're about here. They got potential to be great or potential to be really bad. I've not seen greatness out of Derek Carr yet in a Saints uniform.
Jameis, to me, though, he attacks downfield more than Derek Carr does. He takes more chances downfield.
So the entire night, Derek Carr had 0 attempts over 9 yards. None. There was not a single one. He threw the ball over 50 times at that. Like, I'm trying to look at the numbers.
And it's both. It's both. It's Derek Carr and the offensive coordinator. It's both. It's not just one.
Coaching. It's management. It's the people who are in charge. Because rewind a scenario back last year. You took Jameis out to give coach job security. Because if he doesn't have his coach, what would he do when he has his quarterback? Well, if you have Jameis, by the way, who has the terminology down, I don't know why you don't just go to him anyway, because he's been here for 3 years. So it's not like he's sitting here and trying to rewrite or reinvent the wheel here. But you sit here and you have a perfectly healthy, good backup. If your starter is not cutting it or whatever's going on, where you're 6 weeks in and the offense isn't meshing. But you want to sit here and say, okay, well, now I have my quarterback. I have to lean on him because I am paying him $150 million guaranteed no matter what happens. So I have to stick it out. That's why I said earlier that you have to have the balls to be like, hey, man, it's not working. Like, your offensive coordinator ain't doing it. You're calling plays where everybody is underneath the sticks. There's no one going out beyond the sticks. Your one weapon that you are relying on, or did you have some kind of camaraderie with this season, is Shaheed, and you're making him a non-factor. Chris Olave, got 2 catches? Mike Thomas got 2 catches. Like, you got all your weapons. You got AK who's back. The dude been back 3 games now? When we 1-2 with the dude back. 4 games, we 1-3 with the dude back. Like, you can't get nothing. You can't get nobody involved. You got all these weapons, and you still not producing nothing. You can't figure it out. You had the gimme game when you went up there to New England and you washed them. But that goes to show you how bad, what kind of turmoil that team is going through. Because if you want to use the measuring stick, let's look at the measuring stick and compare what teams are doing. So we just finished playing Jacksonville at home, right? Jacksonville in their last, I want to say 12 games, got 10 wins. That's a good trajectory. Us in our last, we're at 6, we're at 7 games right now. Our last 7 games, we got 3 wins. And I can't tell you, you can. Week 1 is the last time you won inside your house. Like, we can't even hold down home anymore. It's a whole new era. I don't know who culture this is, but it's not the one that we were used to when the team was built right. Even when Drew was struggling, the team still kind of was like, you know what? We know what the culture is. We know what we got in this locker room. We know what we can do. We're still going to kick ass. Now we sitting here getting our ass kicked every outing, except if we're playing a team that's in turmoil, still trying to find out their identity in New England. Because you're escaping games by 3 points or less. You barely escaped against Tennessee. You're barely escaping against Carolina, who can't get a game. I mean, the comparison is terrible. Our trajectory is not good. Like you said, Mo, blow it the hell up. Because
I'm like this. I just saw something from Dennis Allen that just pissed me off even more. Coach Dennis Allen clarified that Chris Olave didn't run a deep route the way it was supposed to be on the run, on a deep throwaway that's been so scrutinized on replays throughout the day. The ball was out of fucking bounds. So if he'd have ran full speed, how was the route he was supposed to run? He was running a fucking fly. How was he going to make that catch? Please tell me. Please. Fuck Dennis Allen. Look, I said this last year. You got to go. Because you're sucking Derek Carr's dick. I'm going to say it just like that. That's what are you doing? You're babying the fucking quarterback. You might as well get a bib around your neck, put some knee pads on, because that's what the fuck you're doing. You're sucking more dick than the $3 hole. Dennis Allen. There's no accountability for Derek Carr. There's none. There's none. And that's what pisses me off as a coach. If he liked a certain player, he'll kiss their ass. But see, when it was James Winston doing some shit like that, he was out for red. He was out for the red BB gun for the whole year. And I had to sit there and I had to fucking watch this shit because I'm season ticket holder. I had to sit there and watch fucking Andy Dalton for like 6 games. You know how hard that was? That shit is horrible.
And you want to know what's going to make you more upset? Dalton got better stats through those 6 games.
Do.
Those first 6 games, Dalton numbers are way better with less talent.
He said, sorry to be an ass, but where these $3 holes? I don't think you want $3 holes. Them motherfuckers might have some diseases. You might not want them. Yeah, you get what you paid for.
You're going to come back and you're going to be pale. You're going to turn inside out.
What's a dead cat for Carr? A whole lot. And he got a no trade clause, so you can't trade him. He gave this dude everything like he's a fucking top 5 quarterback.
They're trying to treat the situation like it was in Vegas, because if they pull him, then you're going to take a shot at his confidence, kind of like what Vegas did him last year. Vegas was sitting there. Well, he's a starter, but he's not starting. Well, that means he's not the starter. That means he lost his job. Well, I'm on my way out.
He did the same thing to James, so I don't want to hear it.
Well, you did.
Fuck that.
You did.
Fuck his confidence.
Now we understand why the Raiders benched his ass.
Yes, he was doing the same shit with the Raiders.
This.
But I'm sorry to say this, but fuck his confidence. Because if you're a grown-ass man and you fucking up, like if I fuck up on my job, you think they're going to say, oh, it's okay, Maurice. We value you. It's great. It's okay. Everything is fine. If I let a patient die in front of me, you think they're going to say, it's okay, Maurice. You tried your best. It's great. You know what they're going to do? They're going to fire my fucking ass. So I'm like this. He's a man on a job. He ain't doing the job. Let's see if the next person can do the job. And they can't do the job, go to the third string.
That's what I thought this was. I mean, that's
you got to do it like that. It's not our fault that y'all overpaid for this dummy.
That's exactly what it is, though. If you think about it, they're not going to sit an $150 million player.
So every game I sit there and I pray he gets hurt. I pray. Every day I say, man, every time he get up slow, I'm like, yes. I pray he gets hurt so they can see. And I want him to get hurt for the rest of the year, not a career-ending injury, but for the rest of the year. Why can't he pop Achilles like fucking Aaron Rodgers? Why couldn't his shoulder fall off when he got hurt in another one? Because I'm like, I started to see it. And I don't like to do that, which injuries on people, but it's getting to the point where I'm getting desperate. That's the only way they're going to try something else if he gets hurt for multiple games. That's the only thing. So look, with our offensive line, who we play next to Colts,
The Colts.
we might fucking lose to the Colts. Let's be real with you. Without Anthony Richardson.
Wait. Now, hopefully, because this is a mini bye. Now, it's going to take 10 days before we back on the field. We back on the field. We back at home. We back on the road. I guess the road is treating us better than home is because we got more wins on the road than in our own building.
Dylan Adams is a fucking asshole. Fuck Dennis Allen. And fuck anybody who like him.
I'm going to tell you like this.
Pete Carmichael and fuck Derek Carr.
I said this like this earlier. Now, we already at a point where we're under 500. Now, you got a mini bye. Now, you got to come back and figure it out against Indianapolis. And earlier, you heard me say what the measuring stick is. Well, these next teams that we're playing, we're pretty much got the same record. We're pretty much almost the same team. Either it's going to be a really good outing or it's going to be a really bad outing. You got the Colts, who's minus Anthony Richardson. They got everybody else, but they minus their starter. You got them on the road. You come back home, you play Chicago. Now, either you can have a great outing, you can hold Fields down, or Fields can have a field day, and then I think you have to buy it. And then of all games, now you can sit here, you can lose every last one of them games. And everybody walk around that building like they untouchable. Miss Benson not gonna fire us. Mickey Loomis ain't gonna fire us. We okay for the year at least. So here's the game that's gonna call it. If you lose in the past, I'm gonna count maybe 3-4 seasons. We've been owning Atlanta. You lose this first game to Atlanta, I guarantee you the fans of this city, state, this coast, this region will call your hand. We will.
They already did it. If you listen to the people last night, they were booing the shit out of him.
Yes, they was. But everybody keep walking around
that's
like
on national TV. Look, that's national TV. You got booed on national TV by a fans base that lost their QBs. Last time a quarterback got booed, I think it was Aaron Brooks. When people was like, fuck you, Brooks. When I was in high school, it was like saying, fuck you, Brooks.
Right.
On national TV. That's the last time I heard the people boo in the Superdome. And I mean, we had Andy Dalton as our quarterback last year. We didn't boo. We had James before that. They didn't boo. Drew on his worst days, they didn't boo.
They won't. They wouldn't. Well, now they are because they're not seeing anything. Now, you came up in here like a used car salesman. Well, you know, I'm not Drew Brees. You know,
snake all salesman. Fucking snake all salesman. Look, I have to stay with my chest because these Saints fans are fucking delusional. We got some say. Look, I got into it with my seatmate the other day. I mean, at the game. Like, the dude, you know, that's my boy. But the dude is on the Derek Carr train, right? And I'm like, this dude is garbage. I'm screaming. He is trash. Take him out. Oh, you can't boo him, Mo. Watch this. Boo! You can't boo your quarterback. I booed. That's why I ain't got a voice right now. Because I booed for my soul. That boo came from my nuts. I got deep with that boo. And I booed him so hard that I almost lost my fucking voice. And he got mad. That
boo should be coming from your bank account because you're wasting your money going every fucking home game.
Yes, it's
already paid for.
So. It's already paid for. So it is. Hurt my bank account. So that's why the boo came so deep. That boo came way from Wakanda. I booed the shit out of him. I'm being real.
From the ancestors.
I used my whole voice. And I had everybody around me because I had to shut him down. Because I'm like, look, he garbage. You want me to say it in French? He's garbage. He is horrible. He is designer trash. That's what the fuck he is. He is garbage. You paid $150 million for a fake Louis bag. That's the fuck we got. We ain't got the Louis Dion talking about. We got a fake Louis bag from off of Canal Street. That's the fuck we got. That's the fuck we got. We got one of them New York Jamaicans giving us a fucking fake Louis bag. That's the fuck we got. Don't you understand? That's the fuck we got. And that's the fuck we paid for. I'm tired of people trying to masquerade it like, oh, it's this, it's the offensive line, it's coaching. No, it's him. If you go to the Raiders, he do the same thing. He come to us doing the same thing. Well, at what point do we say it's him? You could bring Jim. You could bring fucking Bill Walsh. You could bring Bill Parcells. You could bring whatever coach, Jimmy Johnson. You could bring any Hall of Fame coach here, and Derek Carr would do the same exact fucking thing. When do we get to the point that it's Derek Carr and nobody else? It's his fucking fault.
Hey, man.
That's what it is.
You pretty much putting the nail on the head, Mo. Like I can't, like I said, I can't even be an apologist for the dude, man. Like we 7 weeks in football, and
I hate this dude more than Andy Dalton. Let me tell you, I hate him more than Andy Dalton. Y'all know how much I hated Andy Dalton.
Man, look,
really fucking hate this dude.
Man, you got everybody gonna sit here and look at it and be like, oh yeah,
how we not move from the nuts.
He threw for 300 yards, but guess what? I mean, yeah, well, he also threw the ball 55 times and completed 30 of them. I mean, if he can't get these numbers, then it's pretty bad, right?
Not the Louis V from Canal Street. I'm crying. Hey, we got a Canal Street too. That's all we're saying. We do.
It's the truth.
I thought you were talking about the one up here too.
No, we got one. We got one, dude. And they sell fake shit on our Canal Street too. It's right there before you get the burger.
All that.
It's our
Yes.
Canal. We got Canal
yes. That's how well we connect.
That's why I said, oh, they do have Canal Street. So then I had to make sure that I had to throw the New York Jamaicans in. But I'm just saying, we have Canal Street too that sell illegal shit. So trust me. Man, this is.
That's funny.
Oh man, Derek Carr probably needs to be on the bench. Then they're not going to bench him.
From a woman who doesn't even watch football.
You're getting Carr means Winston wasn't an answer to, so you don't have a real QB unless you start your rookie. No, Winston was not given a chance. When Winston was given a real chance, he was 5-2, and then he got hurt.
And then
for a cheap play by a Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
And
because
then
Sean Payton unlocked his potential. He was winning. They didn't believe in James. Dennis Allen didn't believe in James.
And then he became a scapegoat because now you hurt. Now I don't have to do. I got ammunition what I need to secure my job for another year.
Yeah. New York, New Orleans, they both have a Canal Street that sell illegal shit.
Hey, that's what makes us all connected.
Then they say we sound like y'all from New York. They say they be thinking I'm from New York sometimes too. So you buying fake Jordans with Jordan dunking with a football? Yes, we got Fat Jordan on our shoes. It's a Jordan with a Shaq logo on it. We got Shaqs.
It's what Jay said a few weeks ago. On his shoe is not the ball, but he's actually eating. He's going like this. He's eating it.
A Krispy Kreme?
We got the Jordans. We got Jordans with Zion on them. We got the 4s with Zion on them. That's what we're doing. That's what we got. We got somebody on our Canal Street, New Orleans Canal Street, fucking giving us fake Louis. They meant to say VL instead of LV, but it looks like Louis. That's what the fuck they doing.
It looks like
back in the day. I had an old school Rolex from my Canal Street. Got that shit for $10. After 2 weeks, though, it stopped working.
That's Derek Carr. He is he is fugazi, bro. He's fucking fugazi. I'm gonna use the New York term. He's fucking fugazi, bro. He's fucking horrible. He's horrible. It's fucking fake.
They really didn't improve from Andy Dalton.
No, it got worse. Dalton had better numbers. Dalton had Olave looking like he's gonna be the next big thing.
Carr
needs to be on the bench. He keeps saying
Olave still is that, but our deep threats, our weapons aren't being involved.
Lala's still trying to get us to log off.
Well, look, I'm just Derek Carr is not the answer. For all of my Derek Carr fans, he's not the answer. Go ask the Raiders fans.
Well,
and they have the same visceral reaction.
It's too late to apologize.
I'm just saying, look, if you go back a year ago when they had them, they had the same reaction in their fucking. I went back. I did some great research. I went back to the Raiders fan page, and I looked a year ago when he was there. They were saying the fucking same shit that I am saying now.
Shit on the Jets
minus
page
the Canal
today.
Street shit. Minus the Canal Street shit because they don't have Canal Streets on in Las Vegas. But still, they were saying the same exact thing. If it walks like a duck, quack like a fucking duck, do not tell me it's a fucking bull. It's a fucking duck. Don't try to tell me, yes, he's the one. He's a fucking bull. He's a fucking beast. No, it's a motherfucking duck.
on the Jets
out of a duck.
On the Jets page today,
call it beef.
Somebody posted on the Jets page today, the Saints, the Raiders, who's the other squad? Oh, and the Vikings, they ain't going anywhere this year. Which quarterback should we go get? And you had to see.
What?
Yeah, they said exactly what they said. They said the Raiders.
They can have Carr.
Oh, I don't want.
Give us Breece Hall. Y'all can take Carr. Give us Breece Hall. We take Carr.
That's not a fair trade.
Man, look.
That's not a fair trade,
people, man.
Fuck that.
Give us 2 first rounders for Derek Carr. Y'all can have him.
Nah, hell no. If we take Derek Carr off your hand, you got to pay at least $125 million.
Look, I will take Aaron Rodgers right now in the boot over Derek Carr.
Hell no, he's trying to make his way back before week 10. So.
I'm talking about right now, Jay. I will take him right now.
Right now.
In the boot. Right now in the boot.
He's not in the boot.
Over Derek Carr.
Him with his warm-ups on. He don't even have to put on his pads.
Bro, shit. I will take Dan Marino right now. We're talking about the old man Dan Marino right now over the Derek Carr we got right now. I saw him in the commercial. Dan looked like he still got it. Let's go sign Dan Marino. I will take anybody over Carr. You name him, I'll take him. I'll take him. Even the red rifle or BB gun or whatever you want to call itself, I'll take Dalton over Carr right now. And you know how I feel about Derek.
Hell no, you keep that dude.
They're the same quarterback, Eric. I might as well get my jokes off on being the red BB gun. At least that was funny. This shit here is painful. Shit.
Tell me how painful it is.
You hearing? This is pain. I will take anybody over Carr right now. This shit is horrible. And then he walks around mad, showing people up, fussing at Olave. So what if he ran the wrong route? Bitch, you threw it out of bounds.
Bro,
I agree with you.
It couldn't be me.
Thing that
I'd have swung on Derek.
No, here's the thing. Because in the dome, they played it on the big screen. They played it on the Jumbotron. And my immediate thought was, say, bro, you was in the huddle. You the one who was talking to him because the receivers are right there next to you. So the receivers heard you call a play. You're the one who snapped the ball. You're the one who immediately threw the ball. I mean, the dude didn't even take 3 steps. It was like, hut, ball out. And he fussing at Olave for what reason? Like, you called it. You called that play. You made that decision. So how is it the receiver's fault? Like, you're on offense. It's not like we're sitting here making all the noise. We made all the noise against when Jacksonville had the ball. Like, and I mean, it was loud. So I can only imagine what you was getting on the field. You up here is quiet. The receiver next to you. You called the play. You snapped the ball. There was no false start. There was no, miscommunication pre-snap. You got the ball and immediately threw it, and your first thing to do was to get mad at the receiver and not mad at yourself for letting that ball go. Because to me, you the guy who got the decision. You the one who hold everybody else's livelihood in your hand because you're the quarterback. You have control of the ball. You're supposed to command the offense, and you're not doing that, right? But you mad at everybody else. Everybody else is the problem, and we're the ones who is insane because everybody else is the problem.
Derek Carr is the king of the check down. He throws to Kamara and to his running backs more than he throws to anybody else. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Can you throw a screen to Kamara and can he get 8-9 yards? Yes. But that's not how you're going to win the game. Especially if you're not producing when you have the opportunities to produce, which is in the red zone. Believe me, I know red zone because I got a quarterback that has a problem getting his shit off in the red zone.
Well, he's like his second year. I can handle that. If he's a second year QB, I can handle that. You are fucking almost a 10-year veteran.
Yep.
Fuck out of here. And I'm like, people don't get it. Why we're so angry? Why we're paying $150 million for you to look like trash? That's the thing. If he was getting paid 30 or even 40 million, the 4-year, $40 million deal, I wouldn't even be this angry. I'll be like, well, we get what we paid for. That's what I said. We're not getting what we paid for. We're paying this motherfucker like he's a top 5, top 10 QB.
Okay.
And let me tell you this way. Christian McCaffrey has more touchdowns than fucking Derek Carr.
Christian McCaffrey had more touchdowns than our entire organization.
I think we tied him last night. We scored 2 touchdowns last night. So I think we might have tied him. We might have actually tied him because he got hurt. Only because he got hurt. I think we actually might have tied him or one behind him. Fuck the organization. I'm going with him. It's a quarterback. We got a running back that has more touchdowns than our quarterback. Tell me, when did that ever happen outside of maybe Michael Vick or Tim Tebow? Even Michael Vick threw touchdown passes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, shit.
So that's scenario. Let's put everything in the vacuum. So what is more likely to happen first? Do we move on from our coach first, or do we move on from Derek Carr first?
The coach. Because they locked in with Carr.
It don't matter because it's not going to happen till the end of the year. They're not firing anybody in the middle of the season.
They need to. If I'm Mickey Lewis, if y'all lose to the Colts, all you bitches on this coaching staff gone.
No, like I said, Mo, they could lose these next 3 games. You can lose you can even lose in the bye week. We won't care. Like, we'll stop going to the games. We probably even stop watching to a degree. But
I can waste my money. I'm going to them motherfuckers to boot.
Oh yeah, I know you gonna do it. I'm just saying, it would have to happen in droves. It's not gonna be people who already paid their money.
No, I'm just saying, if I was the owner, you lose to these fucking sorry ass Colts. That's it. I'm firing somebody. Somebody get the X. I'm gonna say y'all pick one because one of you bitches is gone.
You can lose. You can, like I said, you can lose. You can lose all 3. You can lose at Indianapolis. You can lose to Chicago. You can lose to
Indianapolis. Not without the quarterback. If you lose to Gardner fucking Minshew, that's it. Somebody gotta go.
No, somebody ain't gonna roll.
Somebody gotta go.
Somebody ain't gonna roll.
I'm gonna put Derek. I'm gonna put Derek. I'm gonna put Pete, and I'm gonna put Dennis in the room. I'm gonna say, one of you bitches pick somebody, because one of you bitches ain't gonna make it out of here. You pick somebody. Pick somebody.
Your offensive coordinator's got to go.
So one of y'all got to get the fuck out of here.
It's gonna be the Atlanta game. I'm telling you. Mark my words. It's the Atlanta game.
The team doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Why is it that in other football teams? Why is it that in other football teams, when the offense isn't rolling, the head coach takes over the play calling? Why hasn't that happened yet?
He's a defensive coach. That's why.
Sometimes you gotta roll the dice.
Ronald Curry. No, we got Ronald Curry, who called one of the games in the preseason, and that offense was rolling with him. I don't know why Ronald Curry is not the offensive coordinator. I don't know why, but it needs to happen. Something needs to happen. If I am the owner, if I'm Gail Benson, one of you bitches are gone. That's what I'm gonna tell you. One of you bitches are gone. I don't give a fuck. We charging these people this much money. You're costing me money. One of you bitches gotta go.
The league
got a bitch gotta go.
The league got a color problem.
I'm being real with you. That's what I would do. Look, make me be the owner of the fucking New Orleans Saints for a day. I guarantee you I'll turn that ship around in one day. Can I go in that bitch? Dennis Allen, you're fired. I said, because you don't want to do it, I'm going to fire you. You don't pick nobody, your ass is fired. So you better pick either Derek or Pete. By the end of the day, I better have it on the end of my day. End of the day. Because if I don't,
then who you gonna make your interim coach?
you bitches out of here. One of y'all gotta go, and that's what you gonna get.
Do what the Colts did last year. The Colts went to go sign Jeff Saturday from ESPN. I'm more than sure they'll sit here and be like, you know what? Hey, Marcus Bills, you want to come and coach?
Eric, that's not you. You sure it's not you, Eric?
I'm positive it's not me. It's not me.
And it's not Lala unless she's not.
Lala was just on here, so it was Lala. Get used to the word, bitch. Bo, keep up the good word because we're used to the word, bitch. Man, I'm just saying, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell people, but Saints fans, get your heads out your ass. The ones that think Derek Carr is the savior. It's either he gonna have to hit his head, or they're going to change the play calling, or whatever. They've been in these 10 days. They better do something, because I am not. I guarantee you, they come back to the Superdome with that bullshit. I'm gonna boo again. I'm gonna lose my voice again. I might throw something on the fucking field. I'm serious. No, I don't give a fuck. If I ever see Derek Carr in person, I'm cursing that bitch out.
Well, curse him out, but don't throw that on the field.
I'm cursing his ass out, and I'm gonna tell my wife, film this. You's a bitch. That's how I will tell him this straight up. It ain't because you have a bad quarterback play. You's just strictly a bitch. Because how you rolling, you know, I don't like people who be up there, demonstrative and pointing fingers. You're supposed to be the fucking leader. You the quarterback. Like they said on Any Given Sunday. The top spot, kid. That's the top spot.
Yeah.
The quarterback.
You're the quarterback.
Josh doing quarterback.
So you better go watch Any Given Sunday. You gotta be the one that gives it all. You can't point fingers. When you get hurt, you get up, you break your ribs. You're supposed to do it for the team because you're the quarterback. And the team follows the quarterback's lead. You're the fucking quarterback.
I don't think they like him.
You don't. Or you can tell.
Yeah. You could tell by their body language that they don't have confidence in him leading that team. And when you lose the locker room, that's it. Your season's going to be booing him for the rest of the season.
For 4 more years. For 3 more years, we're going to be booing the shit out of Derek Carr. That's what we did. Man. But we can go into, we've been an hour talking about Derek fucking Carr. We can go into the week 6 picks. Everybody did well. It was a 3-way tie for first, 3-way tie for second. So, me, Anthony, and Nasty are in first place this week because we went 10-5. Doc, Izzy, and the hater went 9-6. It was
because of my picks with the Saints.
Saints picks fucked me up too. I almost went perfect. I don't almost went perfect if I didn't pick the Saints.
If I traded my soul
nobody's seen San Francisco losing. Nobody's seen San Francisco losing. Nobody's seen the fucking Seattle did lose. I'm trying to see the big games we all lost. Everybody, I just want to tell Anthony this. Should have rolled with me with your team, baby. I'm the only one who picked Washington. Should have rolled with me. You'd have been in first place if you'd have rolled with your own team. I told you they was going to beat them sad-ass Falcons. I told you roll with the Scottie Pippins. I told you that. If you'd have picked the Washington Redskins and just made a fan pick, you would have been in first place all by yourself.
Commanders, man. They're the Commanders.
They're the Falcons, man. Desmond Ritter is worse than Derek Carr.
I'll take your word for it.
He is. I've seen it. He's pretty fucking bad.
I thought it was gonna be the Bijan.
Derek Carr's bad, but I'm sorry. I say I'll take any quarterback, put Desmond Ritter. He's fucking horrible. So Anthony, if you'd have picked your Commanders, you'd have been in first place. Put it this way: if Nasty would have went against his team, he'd have been in first place. And if you'd have picked Minnesota,
you would have never heard the end of that one.
Place too. But the Chicago game is because I picked Chicago because nobody seen Justin Fields getting hurt. Justin Fields got hurt. I'm like, damn, that pick is gone. We all got the San Francisco pick wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Anthony picked New England.
I guess he thought
you'd have almost went perfect. If you'd have picked his team and didn't pick New England, Anthony would have had 1 by 2. And then the Chargers let us down against the Cowboys, and Nasty was the only one who picked the Cowboys.
Yep.
Goddamn Chargers. So it was a good week. We bounced back because the week before we sucked. We were Derek Carr bad the week before.
It was a bad outing. Like, I'm
This
used
week,
to having my double digits, but the 2 Saints picks messed me over.
Well, we already starting in the hole for this week. And I don't even know if I want to pick the Saints this week. That's pretty bad. Because Gardner Minshew and a bunch of tight ends.
I was say we ain't got to worry about the Saints pick this time.
I know. I say I don't even want to know. I'm talking about the next time we pick them. I don't want to pick them against Gardner Minshew. I don't even want to. I don't even know. It give me a week to think about it.
Well, we'll see.
Because we are 0-1 so far. Izzy, Hater, Anthony, and Nasty are 1-0. So that goes our perfect fucking week. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the Hater pick of the week came through.
Nah, this is Derek Carr came through.
Thanks, Derek.
Fucking Derek Carr. Bitch ass Derek. He's gonna be old bitch ass Derek. So man, we're gonna get into the picks. Anthony, are you here? We gonna get Nasty and Izzy's picks. You know, Nasty had an incident, so Nasty go get to turn his picks in late. Or if you turn them at all, if you don't turn them at all, I understand. But if we'll give him time to turn his picks. But everybody else, Izzy, you have no excuse.
Man, seriously, prayers up to both of them because last week Izzy had to leave early, due to personal reasons, and this week Nasty couldn't show due to personal reasons. Well, he had a real bad accident, so prayers up to everyone that was involved. Didn't hear anybody, had to be hospitalized, so thank goodness for that. At least that's some type of win for this week because it's been a real. I mean, personally. Okay, but as far as things on the outside, it's just been a crappy week, man. It's been one of the worst weeks in recent memory, man. It's hard.
Yeah. Prayers up for that. We gonna go to the picks. First game, the Falcons and the Buccaneers. Falcons and Buccaneers.
The game is in Tampa. Tampa just had a game in Tampa. They on a short week.
They're playing, they played the damn Lions last week.
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you this. I'm going Tampa because Atlanta sucks worse than we do. I'm just being real. I actually like Tampa playing in Tampa because Atlanta just looks like trash and just like us. Just being real.
Yeah.
I'm going Tampa.
I get the slight edge to Tampa myself. Mere fact that gives them an opportunity to separate themselves from the pack in the division. And I don't see Atlanta, mustering up anything in their season that's going to make them compete. And I'm going to take Tampa as well.
Hater.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tampa Bay as well.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Anthony, you just chime in whenever you do. We got Tampa Bay and Atlanta. So us three pick Tampa. So we're gonna go Raiders and the Bears. No, I don't know if Justin Fields playing this week. I can go check right quick. But let me go see because I don't want because that depends on a lot.
The game
That right
is in
there is really
Chicago. It does
nope.
appear.
Yeah, he's not playing.
It does appear that Garoppolo will be out if anyone is
good
leaning
Lord.
towards Oakland, and experts have Chicago by 60-ish%. I'm gonna ride with Chicago for the mirror. Well, nope. You know what? I'm not gonna ride with Chicago. I'm gonna ride with Oakland because Oakland has kind of been holding their own at the end of the games due to your boy Max Crosby. So I'm gonna stick with Oakland and their momentum.
You say you're gonna go with Las Vegas
I'm going with Vegas
without Garoppolo?
without Garoppolo.
I think both teams. What's up? What's up, cuz? You just missed our hour-long rant on the Saints. So I'll advise you to watch the beginning of the show when you get a chance, and you're gonna have some laughs.
Prime form, Venom Scoop.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, I think Justin Fields out. Just because they're at home, I'll go Chicago. Because if Garoppolo's in, he's gonna find my Jacoby Myers. So I'll go. I'll go Chicago for the hell of it. Well, what the hell?
I'm going with Doc.
You going Las Vegas?
I'm going with the Raiders.
Yeah, I just say what the hell. They both got two backup quarterbacks playing. Don't know. So, and we got the Browns and the Colts. The Colts don't have their quarterback. The Browns just came up off upset victory over the 49ers, and the Browns defense is legit.
Because their defense is there. And it's I guess their time, because everyone looked like they got Cincinnati figured out. Baltimore always sneaks in, and I don't know what's going on in Pittsburgh. I kind of thought Pittsburgh would figure it out, but I don't really know what the identity is there. And I thought it was going to be defense, but I too will go with Cleveland in this game.
Yeah, it never stops when it comes to winning. Play stupid game, win stupid prizes. Yep. So both of y'all pick Cleveland.
I'm gonna go with Cleveland as well.
You may get 3. I am not picking the Colts without Anthony Rich. And maybe against us. I don't know.
We'll see. 10 days.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever pick the Saints again. They burned me twice this year.
Oh. Well, if Doc picks against the Saints, I'm gonna pick the Saints because that's the only time they really blew somebody out.
That's why I'm telling you, I gotta trade the pick. I told you I will trade my pick all the way for a Saint. If the Saints wind up turning it around and all it takes is my picks, then by all means, I will get that one wrong and that guaranteed wrong all the way. That's my soul stone.
We got the command. Oh, I wish Izzy was on here. The Commanders versus the Giants. What weapons versus Scottie Pippins? Because all the trash talking between them two would be legendary. Right
oh man.
I'm just saying this way. I'm rolling with the Commanders. They are a better team than the Giants. The Giants are fucking horrible this year. They can't block. They barely, I mean, I'm just gonna go with the fucking Commanders. I think y'all gonna win this game. I just think Washington gonna win. Washington is sneaky good. They sneaky good. Like Howell look like he might be the answer for y'all at QB because he's decent. The kid is nice. So I'm gonna go with Washington. They won me one last week. I'm gonna roll with the hot hand, and the Giants with weapons. They only scored 9 points.
For those who care, again, the game is at MetLife. It's a noon kickoff. If that means anything
that shit
to
could
you.
be on the moon. I'm picking Washington.
I don't think any of that matters. Daniel Jones is questionable. I'm rolling with the hot team. Sam Howell is looking like, a legit starter. Look like he's, galvanizing the troops up there in Washington. I think Washington gets it done fairly easy. I'm rolling with Washington.
Just being real with you. That shit could be played on Mercury. I'm picking Washington. All right, hater. You going with your hometown team? Or you going with Washington?
I'm going with the Giants.
New York
Tyrod Taylor was moving that offense
to 9 points.
But you gotta understand, now he got more reps in.
Yeah, but like I said,
and you got
Mars. Look, Mercury, Pluto, Mars, Washington by 20.
That's cool, man.
Shit. Oh man. We're gonna go to Lions and the Ravens. The game is in Baltimore.
I'm running with the hot hand. I'm going with the Lions.
You know I don't pick against the Lions, baby, unless they playing Mahomes. So you know me. You already know where I'll go. I was on the Lions train first. I want to tell people that. I was picking the Lions. You know me. I have my certain picks that I don't go against. But the Lions. They're gonna upset Lamar and them. In my book.
I don't have that much faith in Mahomes. I mean, in Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar.
He's not playing like he should be playing.
All right. Your turn, Eric.
Give me Baltimore.
Okay.
Give me Baltimore.
We'll take your win.
I'm just saying that we got rid of the wrong coach. That should have been the Saints coach, Dan Campbell. I'm saying we got rid of the wrong fucking coach. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what the Saints do.
Hold on, we got some.
I want them to lose so Dennis Allen, Pete Carmichael, and Doug Marrone can get the fuck out of there. We stuck with Derek Carr for at least 2 more years, then we can kick his fake emotional ass out of here.
Guess what?
You can tell that we family.
Guess what? It could be a situation where it was last year. You could put somebody, because Las Vegas was paying Derek Carr too, and they still put somebody else out there. So if we could do that, I don't care.
I'm just saying. Can you tell we family though? That's the same.
Clearly,
that sounds like shit I would say.
Not even just family, a Saints fan.
Yeah. No, they got some Saints fans still on the Derek Carr train. Trust me. Then we got the Bills and Patriots. I think this should be an easy one to pick. Fuck New England. I am never picking New England again.
I think we can fast forward.
They might get the first pick in the draft this year. So
I think we could. I think we can pick that one.
Yo, can you think about the fact that the Bears, if the Bears stay shitty, they can have the 1 and the 2 pick
Yeah, but I think the Patriots are going to beat the Bears for the number 1 pick. The Bears going to have 2 and 3. Have you seen the Patriots? They are horrible. They made our offense look explosive. That's how horrible the Patriots are. They didn't score against us. They didn't score against the Saints. They suck. So I don't know if he's sucking for Caleb, who Caleb Williams wants. You know, you heard what Caleb Williams wants. Caleb Williams wants an ownership stake in the team. Good luck with that. You're going to go undrafted with that mentality, brother. They're not going to give you shit.
Man, I hope he signs Jalen Hurts agent, because that's the only Houdini in this business that I know.
Man,
listen, ain't no owner giving up no stakes in their ownership for a fucking quarterback that is not even, he has no NFL experience. He could come in and be the next Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Well, you got something that's going his way. So he's the best he's the best NFL prospect to date.
I
mean, man, put it this way. Andrew Luck was at 1.2, and you see what Andrew Luck did. Got hurt.
If he was so nice, USC would be ranked number 1.
No, I'm putting it this way.
USC would be undefeated.
Now, what if they want to trade him, and now he's the owner? That's conflict of interest. It can't happen. It can't happen. You can't be an active player and be an owner. Dumbass.
Well,
he could go own a piece of the New Jersey Generals.
He's seeing what these cats are doing right now, because when Patty Mack came in the league, he came in the league kind of with this mentality, this business mind mentality. He's like, okay, cool. You know, I'm gonna learn under Alex Smith, and I'm gonna come up in here and do my thing. He wound up winning and being successful. Then he rode that success. He took ownership of the baseball team and things in that community, and now he's invested in that community pretty much forever.
What you said, right? Baseball team. He wants to be owned by the football team.
Right, and I know, but that's what I'm saying. He's taking that and he wants to like do his own thing, kind of like guys who think they can reinvent the wheel. Like some guys,
it's not happening.
Exactly, it's not. Some guys think they come in the door and they're gonna act like who's out here now, who's ever marketable. I forgot, some cat said, you know, I'm better than Patrick Mahomes. I can't see how you're doing that, because in Patrick Mahomes' first 100 games, he got 80 wins and 2 championships. Yeah, I don't really see somebody writing that again. Like,
I'm gonna put it this way: Caleb Williams is overplaying his hand. Just say you're gonna stay in the you're not gonna come out the draft, because if you come in there with that and you come out the draft and you say I'm not gonna play unless you give me ownership in the team.
That's what I'm saying. I hope his agent is Houdini, because
he's gonna go undrafted. The only semblance of a black owner is in Washington, and he's not even a majority owner. That's fucking Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson played basketball. You're not gonna have a black owner be a player. It's not gonna happen. It's not no player ownership. Caleb Williams, shut the fuck up. Either you gonna declare or not declare. Shut the fuck up. I really don't care. You're not that great to me. You lost. Hey, my Green Wave exposed your ass. I don't want to hear it. You lost my Green Wave. They lost last week, got exposed. Fuck it. Well, Cuz still ranting.
They lost to Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Cuz still going. Answer this: how the fuck you run a Sean Payton offense without Sean Payton? This shit is insane. Y'all top 10 players on offense and they're allergic to the end zone. The Sean Payton era is over. It's over in fucking Denver too. So it's fucking pretty much over.
It ain't working in Denver either.
That's all I have to put my 2 cents in. It's over. It's been over. It's not coming back. 2009 was 2009, 2010 happened. It's not coming back. People, it's not coming back.
Well, you even said
that was the pinnacle of Sean Payton.
You said this at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of the summer. You was like, you know, it happened, and we should have won at least 3 more championships. We should be sitting on 4 championships.
Yes, I counted them. Almost 5. I count. One got an asterisk by it because we did get cheated. That's about it. The other ones we should have had at least. We should be sitting on 4 Super Bowls. Sean Payton was a one-hit wonder. He didn't make it back. To be considered a great coach, you got to have multiple of them bitches. He ain't got multiple of them bitches.
Man, I'm counting 2. I mean, I would have been I would be satisfied if we have 2. Like if we have
with the offense we had and the defense at one point, we could have had 4. But they squatted it away, choked, all that
terrible.
Yeah. So that's how we feel about the Buffalo game, because we start talking about other shit. Because Buffalo versus the Patriots is if Buffalo lose this game, they need to blow it up. Did y'all see the look on Drew Brees' face when they showed him complete confusion and dejection? I'll even take his noodle arm ass right now over Derek Carr.
I ain't even know Drew was there until
he was there.
We got on the show.
Yeah,
I seen him. He was chopping it up with Steve Gleason, and that was pretty much it. I didn't know that he stuck around. He stuck around for the entire game.
Yeah, he was in the owner's box. So we got the Cardinals and the Seahawks. We already know where Jay's going. Jay's going with Geno. We already know Jay is going to pick the Seahawks. So I'm going with the Seahawks as well, because they're showing me something this year. But Doc, who you going with?
Man, that's a real tough pick, man, because Arizona has been competing, but Seattle too got a bad taste in their mouth from last week. They know
they should have won last week.
And that's pretty much the only reason why I want to stick with Seattle, because they felt like they got one that escaped them. So I'm gonna go with Seattle.
All right, we got the Steelers versus the Rams. Steelers, Rams. How y'all feel about the Steelers and the
Rams? Give me the Rams at home. Although Pittsburgh fans travel, just
their offense don't.
Yeah, they don't. It's a little bit more weaponry in LA, in my opinion.
Hater, who you going with?
I'm gonna go with the Rams too.
I'm going with the Rams as well. I don't trust Matt Canada like I don't trust Pete Carmichael. Our friend at Bland Wrestling, is a big Steelers fan, and he always have fire Matt Canada. So he's my insight on the Pittsburgh Steelers. They hate him more than I hate Pete Carmichael. So they do not possible. They hate that motherfucker. They can't stand Matt Canada. They can't stand his ass. So I'll pick the Rams for that. We got your Chargers versus you can't go against Mahomes. You got Eric Chargers against Patty Mac. You already know where I'm going. You can't go against Mahomes. You can't go against Mahomes, baby. You can't.
Well, obviously,
I'm not going against Mahomes. Plus, they lost to the Dallas Cowboys. Fuck y'all for messing up my pick. So,
man,
yeah, I'm going Kansas City.
And then the Chiefs wind up getting their receiver back from New York. So that New York experiment is over. Y'all gave back to Kansas City. So kind of gives them a weapon again. And LA's kind of banged up. They kind of snake bitten at this time. So clearly I'm gonna go with Kansas City. And I'd be
against
crazy.
Mahomes, baby. Can't go against Mahomes. Is Jay going to be a hate pick of the week? Or another hater pick of the week?
This is my hater pick of the week.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going with the Chargers. Fuck my homeboy.
Can't go against Mahomes, baby.
I'm going against them.
Hold on. I gotta cue the music. I actually made it. Didn't I make it?
Yeah.
Let me see. Cue the
You
music.
let us know which one. Cue music.
Where is it?
Ryan asks who y'all got in the Super Bowl. I got the 49ers and until proven otherwise, KC.
Too early to say.
Yeah, I'm with you on the K. I'm with on you with the KC thing until somebody prove me otherwise, because Mahomes turns it on in the playoffs. And yeah, it's probably either the 49ers. It's probably gonna be the 49ers coming out. Even though they lost last week.
Might be the Jets.
I got the 49ers coming out of the NFC because
Might be the Jets against the fucking Niners.
So Aaron Rodgers keep popping his other Achilles.
We lost to Mahomes once because of the refs. Best believe if we go to the playoffs, we ain't gonna lose. Especially
they gonna cheat y'all even more.
Probably. You're probably right.
They gonna cheat y'all ass even more. They cheat that ass again. Don't worry about it. Oh man, Miami, yes, but everybody, it keep getting hurt in Miami. All them fast receivers losing their, popping their hamstrings and shit. So if Miami can stay healthy, Miami could beat my homeboy. But it's otherwise, KC, I got it as the Pat Mahomes Invitational. That's what I call the AFC Championship.
As a matter of fact, we'll know because Miami should be playing the Chiefs sometime this season.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because we played them.
Yeah, but the AFC Championship is the Pat Mahomes Invitational. We know Pat Mahomes going to be there. Who else going to be there with Pat Mahomes in the AFC Championship? That's the Pat Mahomes Invitational. This man never, since he's been starting, he never missed the AFC Championship. Think about that. This man has never missed the AFC Championship.
And I said, in his first 100 games, he's won 80. He's only been in the league 5 years.
Dude, that's impressive. Can we say that's the most impressive start of a career? Like,
because of the weapons he has.
Like, ever?
Like, ever. Think about it. He never missed an AFC Championship. You know how hard that is to go to 5 AFC Championship games?
At some point, you can start mentioning him with LeBron James, like LeBron being, who he is, and that star power that goes along with that. Because when we start talking, it was like, hey, you can't ignore 8 straight championships or 8 conference championships, whatever. But this is football.
It's more impressive because the AFC is harder than the East was.
It really is. It's super
That's
difficult.
more impressive than LeBron.
Football
LeBron went through a weak East.
Football itself is difficult, which kind of gives them the edge because you only get them for 5 months at a time.
We know about losing because of the refs. Oh yeah, we do. Oh
yeah.
I'm just saying that's the most impressive start, even more than Brady. I know Brady won a couple championships, but Brady missed the AFC Championship a lot. Think about it. He was in it, and he'll lose in the divisional.
Okay,
he missed it a lot,
but he also has 7 rings.
Yeah, but if you think about it this way, if he keep going to the AFC Championship and keep going to Super Bowls, he gonna get 7 rings too. Just think about it. He keep going.
Hey, by all means, hey, do it. Hey, it don't hurt me.
He might get 8 rings. Who knows? If he keep going.
Keep going.
Think about it. He keep going to the AFC Championship.
I like that for him.
Look, think about this. What if every year of his career he goes to the AFC Championship? Just think about that. You know how many times he have a chance at a ring?
He ain't going. He ain't getting no 8 rings.
I say the way his career path is going, he could get 8.
Let me tell you right now, if Travis Kelce goes down, so do the Chiefs.
Hey, I look. I have to see that until I believe. I have to see it to believe it. This man somehow played on one ankle, and because I swear I thought they was gonna lose against the fucking Eagles, even though I picked them to win. I'm like, I'm thinking the Eagles gonna win this game, and he somehow did it.
And
He made Tony catch a football. I'm like, I don't know how that happened.
And
listen, if he goes against a good defense like the 49ers,
I don't know. He beat him already. He beat that similar defense already. He already beat him in the Super Bowl already.
a championship.
He won a championship on that same defense. I'm just saying. It's a crazy stat on Mahomes. He literally don't know anything about losing. He really doesn't. Think about it. Really doesn't.
he's gonna start learning how. He's gonna start it.
Think about it. He
Started
never had a
this
losing season.
motherfucking week when the Rams beat their ass
You mean the Chargers?
or the Chargers beat their ass.
He look, you don't even know who playing him. He's one of the LA teams. He said.
I don't give a fuck. As long as they lose, they can play my grandmother's squad.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you wasted the pick on there. I need
Diabolical hater.
So we got the Packers versus the Broncos. Let Broncos country, let's ride. As you say, does Sean Payton and the Broncos get back on track against the Packers?
Well, you know how coaches feel about Sean Payton, and the Packers are coming off a bye, so they're gonna be nice and galvanized. So I'm gonna go with the young gun, J Love and the Packers over Denver, and Jerry Jeudy, who look like he going insane.
Ice up, son. Ice up.
Seriously.
All right, Jay, who you going with?
I'm going with the Packers as well. They had a week to prepare for that game. That defense is booty, and that offense is not that great in Denver.
I'm putting it this way, Jay. They could have been playing them the next day. Now I'm still gonna pick the Packers. I don't care about their preparation time. They ain't Batman. I don't care about their fucking preparation time. The fucking Broncos suck.
Whoa! What's up with the straight shots at my dog, man? I'm not gonna sit here and take it. We're not gonna do this.
That's all I hear about from you Batman fans is preparation time. So they're not Batman. So I don't care about the preparation time.
Whoa, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna slander my man on the show. This we're not gonna do.
I mean, I gotta go with Mo on that one.
I don't care about no fucking preparation time.
He ain't no superhero.
Look, don't let me call my boy Uncle Bird on the show. He got his idea of Batman being a superhero. He's not a superhero, man. If you know who can defeat Batman, you want to know who defeats Batman? The IRS. He's no longer Batman if the IRS takes all his fucking money from him. He's just gonna be a bum on the street that knows karate.
You know what? Y'all superhero, y'all favorite superheroes bumming off this dude. So if the IRS do come, guess what? They gotta be superheroes all the damn time. Who wants to be a superhero all the damn time?
Batman is the only superhero that can't break out of jail.
I lock my car. I lock my car keys in the car. Come break this window. Come throw my car 50 yards down the way.
He got to have an appeal to get out of jail.
Man,
Superman can break through the wall.
Oh, bum egg superheroes! I gotta live off my dog.
Gotta go through the appeal process.
Man, yo, I'm not doing this with y'all, man.
Batman, the only superhero who plays taxes.
Man.
Superman don't have a sidekick.
Man, look, where is he at with his money at, man? Make it rain real quick. Why don't you pop up real quick? Make it rain. So these
Mrs. B took his money. There, look, he's not a superhero no more.
Superheroes.
So you telling me if I become a millionaire, I can be Batman?
Hey,
if I get some money, I can be Batman.
No, you can't be Batman. You can't be Batman.
I was gonna say Batman like not black
and down to earth. Batman crushed people with his wallet.
Not the hero they need,
up,
but they need the hero that they deserve. That's me.
I'm Mo Man.
I'm Batman. But y'all behind people like this, I'm Batman. Batman has a cape and can't fly.
He glides.
He should be called Squirrel Man. His bats fly. Squirrels fly.
Ah!
Oh shit. So you telling me if Donald Trump knew karate, he could be Batman?
No. I refuse to mention this man by name. We're not gonna sit here and put my favorite superhero and 45 in the same sentence. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
So what is
Y'all-
Batman's political affiliation? We need to know.
You don't have one. He Batman. I'm Batman. That's the answer.
Why Batman never go after corporations and shit? He go after low level petty thugs.
Because that's the people who rucking all the city up.
No,
Every-
he ain't stopping
Everybody
people
criminal.
he ain't stopping people who have who polluting the air. He ain't stopping people who robbing people of their pensions and stuff. He not going
So
down
what you
office
wanted to
talking
do?
about
You wanted
give me
to
the
break
pension.
the building?
Bunch of people. He ain't doing that.
You already caused collateral damage when he going after people, when he going after heavyweights.
All
Man,
he,
I'm not
all
doing
he
this.
do
We're not
is
doing- we're not
pick
turning
on the
this show
poor.
into this, man. Matter of fact,
He's sounding more and more like Trump as I talk about him.
hold up. Yo,
Donald Trump is Batman.
Batman is what you call a Batman is what you call a what do you call it? A rich pimp. He goes after hoes and thieves on the street.
Look, are you not going to tell me that Donald Trump is not Batman? A rich playboy billionaire.
say Batman.
Who does
man.
it?
Donald Trump is Batman.
Look, he got his Donald Trump dollars on buying.
You can't hear this stuff, man. Look, we're not getting into it. Say no, you the man. Oh, the lifestyle. Stop hating.
So who does this sound like? A rich playboy owns a corporation.
Oh, I got Iron Man too. Don't worry about it.
Oh, don't worry about it. Iron Man ain't a superhero either.
What Tony Stark at? Now I get Stark out here
You
too.
get him too. Why you like these non-superheroes? All I gotta do is rip that light out of his chest and he's dead. He's literally dead.
Mm-hmm.
What can Iron Man do without that suit? At least
Yeah,
Batman can fight hand to hand.
Bum superheroes, man. These dudes
I
don't
said, at
even
least I
got
get this.
man.
At least Bruce Wayne can kick your ass.
Man,
What can Tony Stark do without that damn tech? Nothing. He's less of a superhero than
he built
Batman.
tech out of nothing. Dude literally had a box of scraps and made the world's best
So
weapon.
you trying to tell me? So a scientist is Iron Man.
Yes.
So any other science, we can get one of these scientists out here, and
Other
he's a
scientists
superhero.
don't know the technology. They don't know how to make the suit like that. Man, you act like you didn't see the movie. Man, I'm not sitting here doing it.
I
What is
seen
our
the movie.
pick? Our next pick,
Iron
ladies
Man
and
and
gentlemen,
Batman are not superheroes. It is rich people.
we're not doing this.
It is
We're
rich
not
people.
doing it.
One
Hey,
has
we're not
preparation
doing
time and one has tech.
Ladies
And
and
it's the
gentlemen,
same reason why Green Bay doesn't need it.
Venom and Smoke will not deviate from our sports topics. Us as superheroes for the next half an hour.
No Batman slander, huh?
We're not doing it.
Time I see,
I'm not taking it.
Every time I see something with Batman slander, I send it to Eric. I literally do.
That's funny. If I hit the lottery, I'm getting a cape. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, and a mask. And I'm getting one of the voice changing things.
I'm putting a mask and a cape on.
Yep.
And beating the shit out of homeless people. That's the fuck I'm gonna do. And I'm Batman.
Well, whatever makes you feel good about yourself. And then I'm gonna call
That's
you. My
all
favorite
Batman
superhero
does.
too.
Batman beats up all homeless people. And Batman does.
No, the hell he does not. So
look, he's talking about he cleaning up the streets, but don't mess with the people who really got the money. because they're gonna find out it's him. Batman is the true villain.
For those tuning
He doesn't kill anybody. He just beats them up and paralyzes them. How can you get information out of a motherfucker after you gave him brain damage? He don't want to talk.
Talk faster.
Boom.
Talk faster.
He got brain damage.
Talk.
He don't have that smoke. He don't have that smoke with the people who really got the money though. I don't never see him beating up a billionaire.
I'm Batman.
Oh, Batman, you're poor. You broke the law. Look, you jaywalk. Here come Batman out of the blue. You jaywalk is bad. Stop picking you up.
I'm going after the couple that sits out at the beginning of Walmart begging for money.
There's no loitering. You start beating them up.
Yep, you're loitering.
Look,
the best
you missed the trash can. You littered.
In
Stop
history,
beating you up.
hands down. I'm not taking this slander. So our next game, everybody. Dolphins, Eagles at home. Who you got?
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
I got the Riddler.
Give me the joke about two. I mean, he can't beat a clown that been terrorizing him for 50 years.
First of all, y'all making my point for me. Y'all sitting here, y'all slandering the man, but we can't bring up nobody else villains because nobody else villains are iconic as Batman. You can't have a Batman
because he's not a superhero. That's why
he's a superhero. You making my argument for me.
It's the two regular people fighting. That's what the shit is. It's two regular people fighting. And then when
one
fought
dresses like a clown.
Look, when he fought Bane straight up broke his back. Knee to the back.
So
Bane breaks Superman's back.
Since we're on the topic of superheroes, right? So I grew up in the era of Power Rangers. So dudes put up, they got these old coins that got some power in it. You on the movie?
No, you better not tell me you think Power Rangers are superheroes.
Hey, well, first of all, that's where I'm about to go.
They're heroes. They're not superheroes.
Well, they got to be something because obviously
they have machines. No damn superheroes.
Yeah, more than
the Green Ranger showed you that. The Green Ranger whooped all their ass by himself. He went in there and got the smoke. I'll take the Green Ranger over Batman.
First of all,
I'm taking the Green Ranger over Batman.
First of all, that was Zordon's fault. Zordon won't sit here and still give this man access to get in these people's stuff. So you had to be a Power Ranger to use their stuff, right? So this dude didn't think. So the Green Ranger went rogue. This dude never thought this man might actually come back and try to hijack my stuff. This dude went inside these people's stuff, right inside their own animals, bro, and ran up and gave them the smoke in their own stuff. Zordon, you didn't think? Be like, say, bro, my stuff might actually get compromised. Let me just take away this dude's rights and his access to get up in here. The dude went in the house, tore up the house, tore up the machines, and kicked their tail in the machines. They gave them the smoke, all 5 of them. One dude
outside the machine.
Outside the machines, ain't none of y'all go to think, say, bro, let's all hold a limb each, and one of us could go to town on him. Ain't nobody thought, like, say, but that's 5 of us. He got 4 limbs. I can get one brother on a right arm, one brother on the left arm, one brother on the left leg, another brother on the right leg, and nobody thinking, say, bro, I can really just tear the dude up. Say, bro, y'all got guns and knives and stuff. But y'all sitting here letting this man.
And the Green Ranger threw his dagger right in the heart of the Red Ranger. That's still an iconic move.
This dude up sitting there posing, talking about, what you mess with somebody on your own size? Say, bro, why you sitting there posing? Shut up.
That boy threw that fucking knife, hit it right in the chest. And shit started exploding.
That boy said, shut up.
That was the greatest ass whooping on television history. You go look it up. The greatest ass whooping I ever seen was the fucking Green Ranger whooping the Power Rangers' ass. He jumped in there and he whipped their ass.
That really was. This bad here, bro.
You can give me Superman. You can give me Batman, whatever. Nobody got their ass whooped like the Power Rangers.
No, bro. It was 1 on 5. And the one man won.
That boy said, I want all the smoke. I should change the logo to green and gold because he said he wanted all the fucking smoke.
And that's what he got. That's exactly
That's why I
what
say he
went
can
there
kick
for.
Batman's ass. I guarantee you, he kick Batman's ass.
I'm not
Your boy
doing
gonna jump
this.
in the Batcave and
We
beat
not
Batman
doing
ass up
this.
in the Batcave.
I'm not going for it. You're not baiting me in this. This is not one of the debates I'm going in for.
We gonna have to put that up on the pages for the thing. Who wins, the Green Ranger or Batman?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all chime in. Y'all let us know what's going on. How y'all feel about
Green Ranger go get Batman that
America,
smoke.
how do you
Batman
feel?
gonna be flying his jet, and fucking Green Ranger gonna appear out of nowhere to fly inside the jet. The bitch gonna crash.
Yeah, but you got to understand the Power Rangers powers were alien powers. So that right there, he's got the leg up on Batman. Batman's powers is because of shit that was invented, like what's his name? Like
But
Iron
He
Man.
also was a great fighter,
he
though. He
figures
was a
it
great
out.
fighter, also.
Then guess what? That technology is now Batman's technology. He'll know how to disable it.
I'm just saying, he was a great fighter. I give Batman that. He was a great fighter.
I'm out. Doc back in.
You tapped
All right,
out.
we'll go back.
I'm ready with my picks here.
Listen, we about to make the picks. Like Eric said, Dolphins and Eagles. Dolphins and Eagles. I'm about to say I'm picking whoever has green, but they both got a hint of green in their shit.
Now one is teal.
That's greenish, bluish green. It's okay. But I'm going to Dolphins. I think I told you the Eagles was weak. Well, weaker team. Jalen Hurts looked like he regressed since he got the money. I think he's only playing for the money. So, I'm going Miami. Miami look like they're pretty damn unstoppable. This year. Going Miami.
I'm going with Miami as well because we showed that the Eagles can be beat. Their defensive backs suck.
Yeah.
And they're not going to have any of their hurt defensive backs back. So I don't think they'll be
Julio
able to
Jones
stop.
is not going to save the Eagles. Julio Jones is not going to save the Eagles.
No.
Not at all.
And the Miami has a pretty decent defense. Oh, look at that. A commercial for Batman.
It's a
slave brought to you by Batman.
But it's that newest Batman. What's his name from the vampire movie? That guy.
Oh man, he's the weakest Batman I've ever seen. Oh, emo ass Batman. All right, go ahead, Eric. Who you pick?
Is Big Play Slay? Is Big Play Slay in the game? Is he out?
I don't think he's out.
Because if he's not hurt, I'm rolling with the Eagles. Matter of fact, the Eagles are on pace to lose 3 games, and I'm not counting this as one of them. You already had your loss last week. You bounce back. Give me the Eagles. To show up on Sunday night. Is this the Sunday night?
They might be playing.
This is the Sunday night game.
Yep. Because I was about to. I thought at first it was Green Bay and the Broncos. I'm like, how the Broncos keep getting these fucking games on prime time?
Give me Big Play Slate, prime time lights. Give me the Eagles.
All right, and should be doing the Monday night game, huh? Next Monday night game.
Now this one's actually interesting.
The 49ers and the Vikings.
This one's actually interesting because again, 49ers always get snake bitten at some point in the season when they're rolling. And now, is it a team or is Brock Purdy really the truth? And as much as I hate to admit it, I really do. I think San Francisco is a more complete team, and I think they bounce back. And I'm a roll with San Francisco.
Look, it's prime time. Garbage time Kurt does not deliver in prime time. Every time he's in prime time, garbage time Kurt folds like an old wallet. So just off that alone, I'm going with San Francisco. Because it's prime time game, garbage time Kurt doesn't do well with prime time games, and there's no Justin Jefferson. So that's all it does. All I need to say. Prime time Kurt is not going to garbage time Kurt is not going to do well in prime time.
I'm going with the Niners because I just don't think you're gonna have 2 shitty weeks in a row. And I think that, maybe McCaffrey might not be playing, but it depends. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think that defense is gonna have 2 shitty weeks in a row.
It wasn't even a shitty week by the defense. The offense was shitty. The defense should actually showed up. And Fred Warner might be the player. Might be the defensive player of the year. That dude is ridiculous.
It's still early for all that, though.
No, I'm just saying that dude ridiculous. If you see this year, he's like a man on a mission. That dude ridiculous.
He's been a man on a mission, and he's been.
He might be the best, one of the best defensive players in the league. I'll take him over. I'll take him over Micah Parsons. I'll take him over Micah Parsons. Yep, I sure will.
Well, I don't know.
Play the run.
Michael Parsons is really much sound bites, and because Michael Parsons, his sound bites don't match his work. Fred Warner, on the other hand, he's been healthy, and he's been like this. He's been that, and finally, people are starting to recognize it. Because when you look at the 49ers, everybody says, okay, what a wonderful player Trent Williams is. And he is. I'm not taking nothing away from him. And look how wonderful a player Nick Bosa is. Okay, but Nick Bosa has also been hurt. Fred Warner's been the guy that's been there. He's in the every game. And he shows no signs of regression. He show any signs of him slowing down. Like I said, I hate to say it, but I mean, that team is just well balanced. It's just unfortunate for the last game that when they lost their megastars, that, okay, Brock Purdy seemed human after all. Yay, he lost. Don't bank on that every week because Kyle Shanahan will have this man ready to go. Kyle Shanahan is this quarterback whisperer. I don't know what it is that he does, except if your name is Matt Ryan, because Matt Ryan gonna hit the panic button no matter what. He doesn't know what to do with the lead. He doesn't know what to do when he doesn't have one. I mean, it's just sheer, I don't know, and I don't know what to call it, luck, idiocy that this dude has numbers that makes him look elite, and people want to call him a Hall of Famer. But to Kyle Shanahan's point, Kyle Shanahan is the quarterback whisperer. He's gonna make you look good. Shine you up real nice.
I just think Brock Purdy is good, though. I just think he's good. It is that, first of all, they said Bosa said something to set off that fight before that game against the Browns. You know Bosa is a racist. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it.
Hey.
Bosa has some strong view. So he probably said some shit that fired some shit up, and they fired the Browns up, and the Browns put their foot in their ass. That's what happened. So 49ers, stop talking. If you don't talk, y'all go in and probably bust everybody up. You don't need to talk. So that's what I will say on that. Man, I guess we gotta do the Thursday night game, right?
We do.
The Buccaneers and the Bills.
Man, that's not gonna be.
I'm gonna tell you this way. Fuck Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers. Here we go. The Buffalo Bills win that game. Fuck Baker.
I'm rolling with that pick as well. Buffalo over
And they
Baker.
in Buffalo.
Yes, they are. They're
And
in
I tell you
Buffalo,
what, it's starting to get cold. Not snow cold, but it's
it's
starting to get cold up here.
cool enough.
And when you're
Put it
used
this
to that
way.
heat, that Florida heat, going into Buffalo is not easy.
No, it's not. Not at all. Where you
Well,
going with that?
I'm too rolling with Buffalo. I mean, Baker Mayfield ain't nothing to write home about. And yeah, you got somewhat of a defense in Tampa, but it's not going to be enough.
Well, that defense last week when Detroit put their foot in their ass.
They did.
They put the left and the right foot in their ass. So, man, that's the picks of the week. Izzy, Anthony, y'all better put these picks in, or y'all gonna fall behind. That's what I need Izzy to do. Don't put your picks in this. The whole pick, put your picks in.
Oh,
He'll have his he'll have his picks in by tomorrow morning.
Yeah, he will. You're gonna shoot it out.
Anthony,
Nasty as
that
you can. Just sit him in. Anthony, I'm gonna give you one reminder, Anthony. I'm gonna text you, I'm gonna DM you a reminder to send in your picks. But yeah, I need Izzy to miss this week, and I can go on the first.
slide right in there.
Slide it there. But yeah, man, that was the picks for this week. We got, I think, one more thing I really want to talk about, and that was, did y'all check the Logan Paul fight out? The debacle of that fight. I saw the highlights of it.
that whole
That's all it
pay-per-view was garbage.
was
I'm lucky
garbage.
that I can watch it the way I watch it. That I don't gotta put $60, $70 to watch. That was such they're him and his brother are the ones that are making boxing a joke.
Yeah.
Cause even the Logan Paul fight, the KS1 or whatever the hell his name is, that fight, it was KSI. That they were a waste. Like, not that I chose to watch it because there was nothing else. The only reason why I watched it because there was really nothing else on TV. So I was like, hey, you know what? Let me check out this pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? They the thing is that whoever they have a deal with out in Dubai and is paying them handsomely out their asses for what? Because you might get some pay-per-view views because it's them.
Yeah.
Eventually, that cash cow is gonna empty out quick. They ain't fighting nobody. They're fighting bums.
They fight MMA fighters because Danis was an MMA fighter. I'm putting it this way: at least Jake Paul is a better boxer than Logan. To me, Logan is horrible as a boxer. So he's a horrible fucking boxer. But it was just like a hold up, like it was scripted. You could tell it was fucking scripted. Now all of a sudden, the dude go for a takedown and then you punch the dude in the head. Logan Paul should have been disqualified because that was a legal hit while the dude was on the ground. He punched the dude in the head, and the dude go up and start going crazy. Then everybody jump in the ring. It was like a WWE event, and then you cut a promo talking about you coming for the U.S. title from Rey Mysterio.
And that's how I heard about the fight. Like, I'm so glad you mentioned WWE because the way I heard about the fight, Rey Mysterio was at the LA Rams game. And that's how I heard about the fight. I didn't see it. I didn't know about it until Mo just asked about it. And I heard about it when Rey Mysterio was interviewed at the football game. And they had Ray had mentioned So yeah, I'm not your boy that you just came out the ring with. So I'll see you Friday because you know where I'm at. You want to sit here and want my title, whatever. But it's like what you said, Jay. Like the Paul brothers are making a joke out this sport, but the mere fact that YouTube is not just a home state thing, it's international. Like anybody anywhere in the world could pull up YouTube and you know give these guys subscriptions, views, whatever the piece is that gets them the money. And it's bad enough that they got to a point there in the plateau on that in that platform where they can basically make money just for putting a little airtime out. I mean, I don't know what the work is that goes behind the camera that that they do, because perhaps they do some real work. Maybe they do.
They promote it.
Yeah.
They're the promoters of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So again, and like I said, I don't know what goes behind that. Like I don't know if they put out flyers at clubs, this, that, and the third, but like or go to bars in the area that they're gonna be at. Like, okay, this is a hot bar in Dubai. This is a hot bar in Chicago. This is a hot bar in whatever. And people are gonna stick around and be like, you know what? It's kind of like what you just said. There's nothing else on at this time, so they got a time slot where they know I at least got your attention for that. And only thing they need for a view and for them to make that algorithm go up is 30 seconds. Once they got it for 30 seconds, brother, you can turn it right off. You already count as a number. Right. And YouTube is going to pay them for it. So as long as they have their name, as long as they have this somewhat steam behind them, and knowing that the people are going to watch at least 30 seconds of it, it's going to get away with it. It's not robbing people, but at the same time, you rob people with no kind of firearm, no knife,
no gun, no mask.
Just, hey, we going to do what we do.
Yeah, but I rob them motherfuckers because they'll never get my money.
I will never pay to see that.
No.
You know why? It's horrible.
And honestly, it makes you think twice. It really makes you think twice about watching.
They promote boxers also, but they promote boxers, but they
promote their
trash. It's trash boxing, because boxing was the sweet science. It's a sweet science in boxing. This here, fight real boxers. Like if they fought real boxers and was doing this, I'll be like, okay, y'all working with something. I will give y'all credit. Y'all fighting MMA guys who like to take people to the ground. Y'all not even fighting real strikers. Like real people that really will knock you the hell out. You're fighting grapplers.
Yep.
That's what I don't like about this. You're fighting people that don't know how to box.
Challenge boxers. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a boxing promotion, or you're trying to run a boxing promotion. So fight some of these younger cats that are up and coming boxers. Why are you fighting an MMA guy that's probably 10 to 15 years older than you, that all of a sudden, because he can't do MMA anymore, wants to become a boxer?
And to piggyback off what you're saying, and Charles is saying Jake Paul promotes.
I think Amanda
Serrano.
That's fine that they promote, but be promoters. You don't want to get in the ring.
Yes,
because you're making a mockery of the sport. That's what all I'm saying. Like, I'm a big boxing fan, and this is a mockery of what boxing is. Well, go ahead, Eric.
So to borrow your phrase, and they're gonna fight grapplers and MMA guys, but is what you said. It's a sweet science to it, and I'm not faulting Money Mayweather for this, but at the same time, he knew when to get guys and to get in a fight and to make a purse. Like he got the name, but he didn't get what got them that name. He didn't get that hungry fighter to be like, say, bro, like, I'm fighting for the love of this sport. Well, now I know I got to a point where people are going to pay for my name, but it's not going to be me fighting a way that kind of earn me my reputation. So that's what these guys are doing. So these guys are like, oh, well, that's a sweet science to it. Like, okay, cool. I'm going to get a name, but I'm going to also get somebody that I know won't kill me. It's not somebody whose only discipline is this style of fighting. I'm going to get a guy who I know is I got to teach to get into this, but he's not going to be used to the rules, and I could get by on him. He's a name, and I'm going to do basically what Mayweather did, who had to come across McGregor. McGregor, I gotta bend what I do in the octagon to go to your sport. But guess what? I'm a name there, but I'm gonna draw the name in your sport, and we're both gonna get paid. But Mayweather, smart about it. I'm gonna milk this clock because I know what to do. I'm gonna be defensive about it. I'm gonna make people engaged about it. People thinking I'm gonna come out here just swinging, and I'm gonna be brawling. But I'm gonna let these 12 rounds go by, and while he's sitting here figuring it out, I'm gonna win by the cards. And that's what it seems like the Paul brothers are doing. Like, yep, I ain't gotta worry about it. I'm gonna promote this.
They're not even fighting 12 rounds, Eric. They're fighting 5 rounds, 6 rounds.
Well, it was supposed to go 8, but it got stopped because of the brawl in the middle of the fight. They had a brawl. So,
but that's what I'm saying. They're doing that game plan. It don't have to be 12 rounds. It'd be like, it's just enough where I don't get killed, and I don't jeopardize my livelihood, because it's dudes who disciplined enough to know about combat sports, but not crazy enough to where I could get hit wrong upside my head, and then before you know it, I'm gonna be spending 6-8 months trying to figure out what's going on with my body and why I'm forgetting stuff the next minute over. Because you see that in boxing. Like, if you hit somebody well enough, like, you don't keep your guard up and do bop you somewhere in your head, somewhere around here or in the back, then before you know it, you're gonna be driving around in your multi-million-dollar car, knowing you wanted to go to the club, but 5 minutes on the road, you just spent 2 hours on the road being like, damn, boy, what the hell am I doing? Where am I going? It's just the nature of the business.
Yeah, but who are making people turned off from boxing. Because it's not, like you said, all right, Mayweather went in there. Mayweather went, 12 rounds. Why did he do that? Because it drew him more money in his pocket.
Yep.
At this point, Mayweather, he might be able to go into the ring and fight some of these younger cats, but not like he used to. He's not going to draw money like he used to. You know what I'm saying? He'll fight the Conor McGregors that talk shit and know how to promote themselves. He'll fight the Paul brothers because they talk shit and know how to promote themselves, because it's going to generate more money for his pocket. But exactly. a championship fight, I don't think Mayweather could go on a championship fight no more.
But no, he even said it himself. He know his day is done. I mean, it's unfortunate that guys stop fighting guys. It's not that day where, say, bro, I'm up and coming, I'm gonna give you a title shot. It's not that day anymore. It's unfortunate. And what Nasty was talking about a few weeks ago, these young guys, they don't get their chance. They don't get their chance until it's too late.
Because they let boxers dictate who they want to fight. Back in the day, if you were the number 2 contender, the number 1 contender, you fought the champion. Nowadays, these champions are like, oh no, let me get the number 8 contender. Let me get the number 6 contender. Because they don't want to put it out there. No, they don't want to. Like, it's not like back in the day. When I watched boxing back in the day, you watch Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard killing each other. Roberto Duran. You go down a list. Nowadays, you don't get fights like that no more.
You won't. For the mere fact, like I said, these guys want their cake and eat it too. I mean, once they get this person that's life altering, you know, you're like, why shake the boat? Why rock the boat? I'm getting this ridiculous amount of money. I'm getting somewhat of a name out there. Why jeopardize that, you know? And it's ruined the sport because no one loves the sport anymore. And we came up in an era where it's like, damn, man, it's legit because everyone's naturally drawn to, you know, a fight. Think about when you was in grade school and you hear somebody in the background, you hear a crowd in the background. Ooh, you naturally gonna go up in there and see what the hell is going on. Well, boxing did that legitimately for us. It's like, man, I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna go down. How is it gonna go down? It wrote a story, and now you don't get that. Now guys just want what Kevin Hart used to say. Everybody wants the attention. No one wants to do the work. Like they did enough to, okay, I got the attention, and now it came to numbers or it came to my reputation, and it's not for the love of the sport. And then, like you said, nope, I'm just gonna throw out anything because I know I'm gonna get a draw. I'm gonna get the money and I'm gonna dip.
What weight class is Jake Paul? I forgot.
Jake Paul is what's his name? Where
I think he's
where Canelo and them fight. Canelo and the dude that Nasty likes. I forget what weight class that is, but
he's a cruiserweight.
Because Jake Paul swears he could fight. He wants to fight Canelo, but honestly, the only thing that he has over Canelo is that he's younger. That's it. Canelo will eat that boy up.
He's considered a cruiserweight or junior heavyweight, so he's heavier than Canelo. Actually, technically, he's a cruiserweight. That's a step below. I mean, you know, it's a step below heavyweight. He's almost a heavyweight fighter.
Like I tell you something too. Tommy Fury, what's his name's brother?
Yeah.
He needs to hang up the boxing gloves. He sucks.
Yeah, he is not Tyson Fury.
No, he's not Tyson Fury. He's not even fucking Nick Fury. Nah, but they, like I said, I think when they promote their fights, they put it on weekends where there's no UFC, where there's no big UFC pay-per-view, where there's no regular boxing pay-per-views, and because there's nothing else on TV, people are watching it.
And people like him. So they like him.
More like these YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the fighters that you watch on their pay-per-views are YouTubers that challenge other YouTubers. That's not boxing. Boxing is you did an 8-week camp and you fought somebody for a belt. They're making up belts just to be able to hand them out at their pay-per-views.
But that's what YouTube did. YouTube
gave
these
Jake
guys.
Paul can't fight no Canelo. The dude 190 pounds. Canelo.
YouTube
maybe 175 soaking wet.
So they would have to meet. They would have to meet down at a lower weight or in between.
Yeah, they might say a catch weight, but Jake Paul is almost a fucking heavyweight. So is Logan Paul. They don't want that heavyweight smoke. Please get the heavyweight and go. Put one of them in the ring with Wilder.
They'll keep their weight right where they are.
No. Get in the wild, go get a couple more pounds, get in the ring with Wilder.
You're
I
not
would
doing
love to
that.
see that.
You will not
I
do
would
it.
love to see that fucking fight. That would be
They
good
will
night.
not do it. They won't do
You can kiss it goodbye. If they
No,
get the fight,
they're going to fight what generates them money, and it's these other YouTubers that challenge them. Then they're on their YouTube channel talking shit. The other boxers on their YouTube channel talking shit, and then
Canelo
they have a
Alvarez is 168. He wants to fight somebody who's almost 30 pounds heavier than him.
no. He would have to lose weight,
He would have to lose a lot of weight.
if he did lose the weight, he would lose what power he thinks he has. That's why all of these fights are what do you call it?
Like 8 rounds, man. Like 8 rounds. They like exhibitions, really. I don't know why they count them as real
exhibitions. That's
boxing.
what they are. They're exhibitions.
No, but they count them as real boxing thing, which is stupid. They're not really fighting real boxers.
Nope.
Nobody have they fought with real boxers. So you telling me the Paul brothers are Batman? Which one is Robin? Which one is Robin?
Jake. Jake is Robin.
I had to get it. I had to get it.
Got him.
I feel like it's like I'm watching scripted boxing, which I cannot stand. Like, you know, understand wrestling is scripted because you have to script it, because if we did wrestling for real, shit, it would always be the bigger, stronger people be winning.
Right.
All the time.
And
All
also
the time.
you got also the threads you can pull from, you know, and not to take anything away from the Thursday show and none away from wrestling. But I want to use an example real quick. So the biggest match in WrestleMania was Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Now, let's just say it did go according to plan. Say Cody came out as the champion, right? You know, then what threads could you have pulled from him besides Roman? Him and Roman trying to get his belt back versus where you got, you know, Cody having this I forgot what beef he had immediately after. Who came after Cody after him? I want to say him and Seth, and then they had the tournament or whatever. Him being with Jey Uso, and so on and so forth. You have all these different threads versus if it went according to plan, and you know, Cody being, I don't know the tale of the tape, but let's just say Cody was just more energized because Cody just came fresh into WWE versus Roman, who's been holding the belt for, you know, going on 1,000 days up to that event. Like, it'd have been, I wouldn't say it'd have been easy, but at the same time, you could have ran with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no, it calls for a script at some point, but at the same time, it's a combat sport. Dudes know they gotta know how to land. They gotta know
boxing should
how
not
to
be
land
scripted.
on each other. And
boxing should not be scripted at all, though.
No, because that's what it is. You
supposed to be man on man. We throwing hands.
We have to.
That's what it is.
No, because then people keep those championships. Then once you earn that champion, that's yours. That's it.
Yeah,
ain't nobody that's yours. You taking that home. Like that's the story.
Yeah, you get the belts. You get the whole of belts up in the beginning, and then you get that belt back to the old champion, and then they give you your own set of belts. That's how boxing rules.
So yeah. So that's the story. That's how it goes. That's for you. What? Because guess what? Everybody was talking about, you know, how big and bad Mike is, and then when somebody got out the first round with him, hey man, Buster Douglas got that championship forever. Ain't nobody taking that away from him. And you Buster Douglas had fell off the face of the earth. Couldn't tell you the last time I heard this man's name. But guess what? That championship his, and nobody can't take it from you.
Man, even though that was a long 8 count because Mike knocked Buster Douglas on his ass. Like Mike got cheated on that one. and Mike fought without his trainer. The dude put the Vaseline on his eyes, and Mike allergic to Vaseline, so Mike's eyes swole up.
That boy, like,
Shit. And it was like a lot happened. But he knocked him out. He knocked him down, but he did beat Mike, so you can't take that away.
exactly.
I think the Paul brothers, I'm like this, Jake Paul, you already lost. So you might as well fight a real boxer. You're not going undefeated because you lost to Tommy Fury, because Tommy Fury beat his ass so bad.
So bad.
Like,
So bad.
The thing was, it was not that he dropped him, he just was outboxing him. So I think if Jake Paul get in the ring with Canelo at their weights now, Canelo will drop him.
Oh yeah, Canelo would beat his body up until he couldn't hold his hands up anymore, and then he'd take off his head. Any boxer, any real boxer would tear them up, whether it's Canelo, whether it's what's his name, Bud, any of them. If it's a real boxer that trains to box, they know, look, that KSI or KS1 or whatever his name is, he spent most of that fight fighting Tommy Fury, hugging him. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have hand speed and you're throwing 6 punches around, who the hell wants to see that?
No, yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it.
Like I said, if there was something else on TV, I would have watched it.
Well,
But I said, you know what? Let me see what's up. Let me give them the benefit of the doubt.
well, to me, they know how to manipulate the purse. They basically doing it for, I guess, the cash, the payday.
It is because they have a hookup in Dubai.
They
have a guy that's willing to spend money in Dubai. Let's throw a pay-per-view. We'll make money back off of it. You know what I'm saying? Off of YouTube. We'll do it off of pay-per-view buys. They make money because people follow that bullshit.
Yeah.
And to me, it's bullshit.
But I think young kids watch them too. So they got a young kid following. So I think young kids follow them. So they're getting their parents to buy that bullshit. Because I'm not buying it. I'll either watch it on my streaming service or I'll catch the highlights. Or maybe go back on that, my little nefarious thing to look it up. Because I saw the brawl. And I look on there, there's a brawl going on. Then I go back and watch the fight. I'm like, man, this fight was bullshit.
Yeah.
Danis was just tackling him the whole time. Logan Paul is a horrible boxer. I think Jake is actually better than him. And that's not saying much.
He's more focused. He even said it when they interviewed him. He said, I'm not a boxer. I'm a professional wrestler.
Yes.
Well,
just do that. Then do that then. Just do that.
Logan is the entertainer. And you have that in most, brother scenarios, I mean, I don't want to compare people like that, but Jake is the younger brother, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
So everyone tends to go with the younger one because the younger one got the exposure from the older one. The older one, Logan, he's an entertainer. Okay, yeah, he started out, he actually was a pretty decent wrestler when he was, in high school and whatnot, nationally recognized. Then, he moved on and said, okay, I know how to entertain people. He entertained people and, got a good following, got his dollars up. Came up, got his own thing going. And him and his brother, okay, cool. Now I got my brother on. His brother had a chance to dedicate his time to learning the craft. Well, yes, I can do the craft, but that's not what's giving me the money. The money is, what my brother got going on and getting our names out there, doing what we do on the platform. Well, if you want to compare the two, the younger one's going to be he's going to be obviously better at one thing versus the other because I could dedicate my time to that. Not to say that's a whole lot, but at the same time, at least I look better on camera visually than Logan because I'm doing this full time. I'm boxing full time.
Yeah, it's I just think that Jake Paul is a better boxer and Logan is the better wrestler because Logan is the better athlete. But I think because Jake Paul is a full time, I guess, boxer, he's going to be better at it. Boxer, in quotes,
Then stop
that he's going to
fighting
be
bums.
better at it.
Air
That don't
quotation.
mean he's a great boxer. It just means he's better than his brother at boxing. And Logan is just a better athlete. I think Logan is a better athlete, and that's why we'll never see Jake in a wrestling ring because I don't think Jake is a great athlete. I don't think he is.
But
I see him doing stuff
eventually,
his brother.
I'll tell you this right now. Eventually, Jake will be in WWE. They'll let them rock the tag team championships for a little while, just for views.
Yeah, but it's like this. It's that'll work for that though, not boxing.
Yes, you're right.
Like boxing is one of the purest sports you can have because it's like me and you fighting. It's the better man gonna win. Better man with the better game plan, the better speed. You're gonna win. Better technique is gonna win.
And you could take out.
That's the purest sport we have.
You could take
out. You
out.
put the hands on people.
I mean, I guess when you're in front of a huge crowd, because I've done, theater back when I was in high school, and no, the numbers do not compare, but it's a little different when you perform in front of people. But it's literally mano y mano. It's one man. There's no elements in it. You're in the ring. You may be outside. You may not be outside, but you're not going to have no rain or no snow or, some cold or the sun just beaming down on you. That dude got the same air as you. Y'all got to go at it. Versus football, where it's team oriented, I got to depend on the quarterback or a lack of Derek Carr. Or in basketball, I ain't got to rely on somebody. Okay, what is your IQ? Will you give me this pass when this play is situated? Or in golf, where Tiger, would you be quiet? I got to worry about crowd noises and me getting the ball to a certain spot, either in a hole or to a certain position where I can knock it in the hole. Like, it's a beautiful science. Like, with the piggyback with Mo, how Mo phrased it. Like, everything, like from a stance, how you ready to throw, this punch, like the way that you use your feet, the way that you position your body, because if you get hit a certain way and you position your body, it may not take on full force as if somebody hit you directly. And case in point, let's use a scenario which was scary in NFL, a 1 in 1,000 type of a shot that DeMar Hamlin took nearly killed him. Right where they have the exposure from where the pads are and where he got hit was like literally. Well, it was a life and death situation. The dude died. He was dead for 2 minutes.
He died.
That dude was dead for 2 minutes. So again, but boxing is like that. Like, if you get hit, you throw a wild punch and you expose yourself, and dude got speed and power in his hand. Pow! Good night. Count to 100. He out. He out of there. So, unfortunately, it's a sport that's just going away because dudes don't want to do it the right way. And I wish we had our boxing aficionado out here, but he got to get well.
Yeah.
Just after he gave us our 200 push-ups, though. Good job, that's one bright thing out of it.
Man, but I just hope they leave boxing alone because boxing needs to be back to being great, not a sideshow. We need to see the best fighters fight, like it was in the 80s. That was the pinnacle of boxing. The 80s and the 60s when Ali was boxing. That's the two pinnacles of boxing to me. That's the two greatest times. The 60s and 70s and the 80s. That the 60s through the 80s, that was the best time in boxing. You think about it.
yeah.
You had Ali, Foreman, Frazier, Norton. Then later on you had Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, Duran, Chavez. That was that was a great era. And the 90s was pretty good too. You think about it, the 90s was pretty good with Tyson and Holyfield and Lewis and Riddick Bowe. You had people in the 90s. George Foreman came back in the 90s.
What about we're not gonna disrespect Roy. We're not please
Roy too. I'm saying Roy too.
No, Roy was nice for his time.
Yeah, Roy. Yeah, that was in the 90s too.
But here's another thing too. Like boxing, literally, it was like wrestling. Like they had their prime times in the week where you could actually watch it on TV, and it was that. Like I remember the Friday night fights. I remember Tuesday night fights. I used to watch that with my grandpa all the time.
Yeah, on ESPN.
I don't know what's going on, but I like the atmosphere. It was just me and my grandfather just chilling, watching it, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm rooting what you're rooting for. So, eventually I got to learn about it myself, and it's not like that anymore. You don't have your Mondays, you don't have your Tuesdays, you don't have your Fridays. And it suffered for it.
I just think with the social media the way that it is, a lot of these newer boxers have gotten ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like they're believing their own hype. And I just think back in the day it was okay, the number one contender beat the number one contender just beat the number 3 contender. All right, let's give him a shot. And then the number 3 contender beat the number 4 contender. So then the next fight after that fight, we're gonna have that guy go against the champion. Where nowadays I think it's all has to do with popularity, money, how much you could draw.
But I'm gonna tell you who did that, who ruined the sport of boxing. Who actually helped it and ruined it is Floyd Mayweather. He helped it because he got boxers more money, but he ruined it because he stopped that competitive edge it used to have. It used to be number 1 fought number 2.
Yeah.
Floyd didn't do that. Floyd waited until number 2 got old and then wanted to fight.
Yep.
So Floyd is his biggest gift and the biggest curse of boxing. Because after Floyd, boxers were scared. Oh, we got to maintain the perfect record. We have to do this. We have to do that. And the thing is, nobody cared that Tyson has 5 losses. Nobody cares Ali has like 4 or 5 losses. Nobody cares.
At all.
Nobody. Some of your best fighters were not undefeated. Nobody considers Rocky Marciano the greatest boxer of all time, and he had a better record than Ali. Nobody. I mean, he never lost. Rocky Marciano never lost. But nobody out here, calling Rocky Marciano the greatest boxer of all time. And all the people who said that they were dead. He's not even the most famous Rocky anymore. Let's be real. Most famous Rocky. He's like the number 3 Rocky. Because then there's Sylvester Stallone Rocky and there's The Rock. That's the only Rockies we fucking know. We don't know Rocky Marciano. I'm just saying, we don't care about Rocky Marciano. That's what it is.
Johnson.
Nobody talks about Rocky Marciano and that perfect record he had, besides old, crotchety old men. That's the only people who talk about Rocky Marciano.
Yeah.
Marciano.
Right. Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that. I forgot all about them. He named some more. Whitaker. Yep. Brillin. De La Hoya. Pryor. Yeah, we could have kept going. And we forgetting people. Like that era between the 60s and the late 80s was the best.
They had fights that meant something.
Yeah. RIP to Paulie, because Paulie passed away, man, from the Rocky movies.
Right.
Uncle
R.I.P. Burt
Paulie.
Young.
And
R.I.P. Burt Young, baby.
we're forgetting how boxing was so marketable. It was released kind of like how Madden was, you know, like Madden started off on, you know, the Sega Genesis era, like, and it was released year after year. And boxing did the same thing. It might have had attached somebody's name to it. I remember my first boxing game was Holyfield. I mean, if it wasn't for Katrina, I'd have still had all that stuff. Like it went from
I still got
Holyfield.
it. I still got it.
Nice. They had a Buster Douglas game. Buster Douglas had a game that was out.
Yep, I had that one too.
Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Mike Tyson Punch Out. But seriously, like and that's how prominent it was. And unfortunately, you don't have that in this generation now. You don't have the EA Sports what it was.
Fight Night.
Fight Night.
Fight Night was my shit. I still play Fight Night Champion on my old 360. I plug up 360 sometimes to play Fight Night Champion.
And we don't have that, you know. So younger cats can't even get into it. You know, I got a young kid, you know. It's not that he doesn't know about it, but I guarantee he won't be interested in it. Like if it was to come back out like college football is coming out. Because I mean, he wouldn't know anybody. He's like, so what do I do? Say, man, you're supposed to sit here and enjoy it, man. Like
I remember Fight Night.
Spend hours on these things.
Somebody ass when they were knocked out. When you're knocking them out, you just keep punching the motherfuckers. I remember that fucking Fight Night.
Yeah,
like I used to fight your friends in Fight Night, and you used to drop them, and you just keep punching the motherfucker. You just keep pressing the buttons,
right?
And you didn't just get disqualified. I'm like, that was the perfect game.
Like when
fucking game.
The Nintendo Wii, when the Wii came out, when you get the actually
Wii
big hand. I forgot what your boy was, man. And they had the Wii Sports where it was just the gloves, and you get the burn your calories. Like, yeah, man. Like boxing took a
boxing
real
no more because you know why? I'm interested in the Regis match against Haney, and just because Regis is from New Orleans, I want to see if he can beat Haney. I'll be watching that one. I'm like, you know, because you know, we need to elevate these new stars in boxing. So we can
come on, Nola. Show out.
Understand? So we can have boxing because boxing is doing a very slow death.
Yes, little by little, boxing is dying.
Yes, it's dying. And they need these new stars to stop being pussy and fight each other. This is what people want. We want to see this guy who's dominating and this guy who's dominating getting in the ring, and let's see who get it on.
See, I think the boxing councils have gotten soft because back in the day they would be like, Mo, you got to fight Doc, and if you don't fight Doc, we taking your belt away from you. We stripping you of your belt, and then we'll let Doc fight Izzy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they used to do it. But nowadays they let these people dictate
but Showtime boxing
who they want to fight.
Gone though. But Showtime boxing is just gone. That's crazy. There's no more Showtime boxing. That's crazy.
That's going away with that.
So now I think it's just HBO now. So I think it will probably have more fights now that Showtime boxing is going away.
Yeah, and I think Showtime boxing used to let their fighters dictate who they wanted to fight.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight an HBO fighter. I always thought that shit was stupid.
Yep.
Like on different networks. I'm like, they shouldn't have no network fighter. It should be whoever fights who. You know what I'm saying? That's why it took so long to get Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson in the ring, because Mike Tyson was HBO and your boy was Showtime.
Yep.
And they didn't want to. They wanted to see who get the pay-per-view bragging rights. Who cares? We wanted to see this fight 10 years ago before it happened. We need to stop with the red tape. You just need to say, you know what? I'm number one. You're number one. You're the number one contender. I fight you. I kick your ass. I go to number two. Number three, go on down the line. I'm giving free ass whippings. That's what I would be doing if I was the fucking champion.
And then you let them fluctuate everybody below the champion. So if one loses the two, now he's one.
You facts. The only sport that's not soft is UFC, because Dana White makes you fight. Like if you're the champion, you fight the number one person. I don't give a shit. That's how Dana White doing it. Don't give a shit about nothing. You're gonna fight the best fighter, and that's why UFC is taking over. Because you know what? They're gonna force you to fight your number one contender. And you could be scared of that man. You know you're gonna lose. But Dana White said, either you give me the belt or you're gonna lose. Don't make a difference. You better get in the ring and fight.
Yeah. That's how they need to do.
I tell people that's why UFC is a better sport right now, because they don't let you duck. You gotta fight. And everybody got L's there. Like talking about it, everybody got an L somewhere on their record. It's hard not to get an L in UFC.
I don't think there's anybody undefeated. There used to be a couple of girls that were undefeated.
You know, the Russian dude was undefeated. The one who fought the Bears and shit.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about. I forget his name.
What his name is?
Habib, Khabib or something like that. Yep.
Yeah, he is undefeated. And I think Bone Jones just have a disqualification. I think he got a no contest. But I don't think he ever lost a match. But I think he has a no contest.
I see if he fought, that boy ain't ever lost.
Yeah. That boy fought with a snap toe. I never seen that shit before. That boy toe snapping.
That man.
So it's like, it's very few people that are undefeated. So boxers, MMA people, stop worrying about being undefeated, because us fans don't care about that. Because, like I said, the greatest of all time is Muhammad Ali in boxing, everybody say, right? So he has losses on his record. And nobody's going to be like, you know what? Muhammad Ali wasn't the greatest of all time. He was. And I don't care what Floyd Mayweather said. Floyd Mayweather, I'll slap the shit out you. I don't give a shit if you don't like what I got to say.
Muhammad Ali.
What he got to say. And I've been saying it for real. I don't give a shit, because you know how he get when people talk about him not being the greatest. I slap the shit out of Floyd Mayweather. He a little fucking midget to me. So I will say this: you're not the greatest of all time. You're not even the greatest of your generation.
He allegedly don't care now.
He's not the greatest of his generation, though. He's not the greatest of his generation.
Listen, before if you really think about it, before Chavez lost his first fight, he had more wins than Floyd.
That boy had like 70. He was like 70-0. Chavez would fight every week. Chavez was fighting. They had that many damn fights. This man had about over 150 fights.
Yeah, you're right. He might have not. The only thing that Floyd Mayweather can say that he's the champion of is that he made money.
He made bank.
Yep, that's it. But he never stood in front of anybody and actually fought them. Like when you know that when Marvin Hagler and Tommy Hearns fought, it wasn't throw 2 or 3 punches and I'm gonna hug you. No, they stood in front of each other and said, you say you're the man, I say I'm the man. Well, let's see who's the man. And they would kill each other. Sugar Ray Leonard the same way. Sugar Ray Leonard would have whooped the shit out of Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Because he would have actually fought him. It wasn't, Sugar Ray was fast, but Sugar Ray stood in front of you and fought you.
Well, and move. But it's like this, Floyd, you think about Floyd, people dispute Floyd's greatness because he ducked everybody. If he didn't duck people until they got old, Floyd would be talked about greater. To me, and I tell this to Nasty, we get into it all the time, I say Manny Pacquiao was the greatest of his generation, of Floyd's generation. You think about it, Manny Pacquiao fought everybody.
Everybody.
And was knocking people out. He got knocked out. He got slept one time, but he was knocking people out left and right.
But he came back and avenged that fight. Like you're supposed to.
No, the thing was, that was the last fight of that thing. That's because he whooped the man's ass 3 times. And the 4th time, the man slept his ass. That's what the hell happened. But that's when Manny was older. And he was, that was in prime Manny Pacquiao. Prime Manny Pacquiao to me was the greatest one in that thing because he was sleeping everybody. He said, "Okay, I didn't beat people in the featherweight division. I'm moving up. I'm moving up." He kept moving up. He's like, "Fuck, I kept beating everybody ass." Floyd, you slow played it, and people can talk about Floyd being the greatest boxer. I'm like, he's the greatest defensive fighter. Yes, he's a great defensive fighter. He's a great showman, but he didn't fight people in their prime. Like he fought Canelo when he was young. He know he was going to abuse Canelo when he was young. He didn't fight De La Hoya in his prime. He didn't fight Pacquiao in his prime.
Nope.
He didn't fight anybody in his fucking prime. Tell me who he fought in their prime.
The dude came up with a strategy.
I forgot the dude's name. Somebody actually beat Floyd, but they gave the match to Floyd. Floyd got his ass whooped in that match. It was a Spanish dude. That Spanish dude whooped his ass.
True. They did that. Floyd became a master at doing mind games. Like I said earlier in today's podcast. Like he'll lure you in. Like he knew how to be the market man. Like he knew how to market it. He put it all on himself. He bid on himself, and he pulled it through. Like he after that, it wasn't his professional career. He took that one loss and didn't lose since. So he figured out a way. If I could live in somebody's head rent free, all I gotta do is just keep to myself, stick to what I know. So either I'll win, so either a knockout, or it'll come down to the cards. And if I know it's got to score, I know how to do enough to where he's throwing punches, they're not landing, and I'm gonna throw my punch, and they will land because I got him frustrated out here.
I'll give him that. He's a very accurate puncher. He's a very accurate puncher. Floyd, even though they gave him that victory against that Spanish dude, he came back and avenged it and beat the shit out of him the second fight. But a lot of people say he lost that fight. And he gets mad when you tell him that, but he did. He lost that fight. But they gave it to Floyd anyway. So it's like, I'm like this. Floyd destroyed boxing. He's still destroying it when he do these damn exhibitions at 50. You're destroying it, the sport. It's a pure sport. It's like once Ali retired. He didn't do little sideshow shit. I know he did sideshow shit with like Antonio Nokia at one time, but he didn't continuously do that.
He wasn't fighting.
He'll do that for charity or some shit like that. And they'll, you know how they used to do the boxers versus the wrestlers for charity and all that.
Right. Yeah.
They used to do stuff like that.
Right.
But they didn't.
That wasn't something serious. That's something that's going toward a good cause. That's he up there doing exhibitions, fighting people, making a joke. I'm like, this shit is stupid. Logan Paul should have never been in the ring with you. And I'm like, it's a fucking joke. And Floyd Mayweather, it's not. Floyd Mayweather is my top 10, but he's on the lower part of my top 10 in boxing.
I tell you what, though, I just looked it up. As per Google, they consider Sugar Ray Robinson the best boxer ever.
Ooh, that's a good
Muhammad Ali 2, and then Floyd Mayweather 3rd, and then Joe Louis.
I would not put Floyd that high. 1, and I'm like the Sugar Ray Robinson. Yeah, he was a bad man, but I'll take Ali over him. There's a lot of people saying Robinson, but Robinson was a bad man. But I think Ali knocks that dude out. Being real with you, Ali had speed, power, and he talked this shit. You think about it, if Muhammad Ali came out today, Muhammad Ali would be the biggest fighter ever if he came out today. He was big then. He would probably be a billionaire if he came out today.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be a billionaire if he came out today.
But the thing is, there's nobody in that division.
And he would destroy that division. And he would have probably brought it to prominence because everybody would try to beat Ali. But he moved like a cruiserweight. And he damn hit like a heavyweight. And it's like Ali, to be impact, was greater than Sugar Ray Robinson.
Oh, yeah, impact on the sport. and impact in the world in general, definitely.
Yeah, in general, and then on just I'm taking just world part out. I'm talking about in boxing. Everybody wanted to interview Ali. Everybody wanted to fight Ali. Ali was the dude with the measuring stick, and he brought that golden age of wrestling. I mean, not wrestling. I mean, golden age of boxing. To the forefront. You remember, boxing was around a long time before Ali.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think about it, most people think about boxing starting with Ali. Think about that. Now, the Spanish dude I'm talking about was not Maidana. It was some guy early in his career, and that dude gave Floyd that work. I forgot the dude's name, but he gave Floyd that damn work, and Floyd got him in a rematch and beat the shit out of him. But forgot the dude's name. But yeah, this thing about back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you had Ward, the Mickey Ward fight. That was a war. Kazoo was a war. It was just
Yo, I
wars.
think his
They
little
had
brother
war.
boxes. Costa Zoo, remember him?
Yeah, yeah.
His little brother fights.
They're not gonna put Jack Johnson on that list for obvious reasons. They hate Jack Johnson. They hate
Yeah,
Jack
but
Johnson.
he's not in the top 10.
And he should be.
He's like
It,
close to almost 20th.
yeah, I'm putting it this way. Jack Johnson need the respect he deserved. He was unfairly jailed. If we look at the Jack Johnson story, it's horrible, man. It's horrible. He went to jail for interracially dating someone. That's why he went to jail. Not because he was a criminal.
As a matter of fact, he's number 20 on the list that I got
Yeah,
here.
I'm looking at it now. You got Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm looking at it. Yep. They got Manny Pacquiao in the top 5. Shit.
No, top 10.
Yeah, I'm looking at
He's
it.
8.
On the one I'm looking at, he's 5th. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. And I'm gonna look at, they got different ones. They got the Bleacher Report one. I'm gonna look at. It's the top 10 of all time. They got Roy Jones Jr. at 10, Archie Moore at 9, Rocky Marciano he made 8, Big George Foreman 7, Duran 6, Sugar Ray Leonard 5th, Mike Tyson 4, Joe Louis 3, Muhammad Ali 2, and Sugar Ray Robinson 1. That's how Bleacher Report got theirs. They love, man, Sugar Ray Robinson was a bad man, though. And they said even Muhammad Ali has acknowledged that Sugar Ray Robinson was the best ever. He fought 202 fights, winning 175 of them. God damn. He lost 19 times, but damn, he won 175 fights, bro. Like that's legendary.
That's a lot of fights.
That's legendary, bro. That means you were fighting almost every week. Think about that. You're
Twice
not
a
just
month, probably.
like twice. Like you fighting damn near like you don't have no time off. You just I think it was Castillo. Yeah, it was Castillo. Yeah, it was Castillo. He brought Floyd to the breaking point, and a lot of people thought Castillo won that match. And then it was a controversial decision, and then Floyd came back and beat the out of the match in the second fight. You notice Floyd never give rematches either. That was one of the first. He said, "Laugh a lot. White girls are trouble." Back at those times, yes. So, yeah, let me see. I just want to see Chavez's record. man. Let's see Chavez's record, man, because I need to know. I need to know if he came close to Shigeri Robinson's record. Chavez won 107 out of 115 fights. He only had 6 losses. So this dude was 107-6 with 2 draws. Bro, Chavez fought a lot of fights.
and he, just because he's undefeated, he says that he's the best.
No. The dude won 107 fucking fights. This dude didn't double the amount of fights you didn't had, bro, Floyd. He doubled it. That dude there is.
And honestly, if Mayweather would have fought in the 80s, there's no way he would have went undefeated. Not with all the beasts that were in that division.
Not in that division. This dude was undefeated for 13 years in boxing. He was 89-0-1. He lost his streak when he got that one. He had an 87-0 win streak until his draw with Pernell Whitaker. Think about this. This dude won 87 fights before he had a draw. Come on, man. 87 fights. You know how many fights that is, man? You know how many times that's getting punched in the face?
For 12 rounds? No. Back then it was 15.
15
back
rounds.
then it was 15.
So you get punched in the face for an extra 3 rounds. You know how hard that is? Dude, that's fucking ridiculous.
Hey.
They need to put more respect on Julio's name, bro. 87-0 that's tough. If he'd left at the 87-0, we'd probably be calling him the greatest fighter of all time.
Floyd tries to say, oh, he fought a lot of Mexican cab drivers because a lot of his fights were in Mexico.
No, Lord. R.I.P. Sweet Pea. Yeah, definitely. Gone too soon, man. Like, Sweet Pea was... That's where Floyd got his style from, Sweet Pea.
Yeah. They do fight similar.
I don't care if he was fighting a Mexican cab driver. 87 fights are 87 fights.
You still getting hit.
And Mexico is all body shots.
Oh, yeah.
It's body shots. And, and a bunches of punches because Mexican fighters are very aggressive. It's body shots and a lot of face shots. Very little defense in Mexico. You don't see too many defensive Mexican fighters.
No, they stand right in front of you and they just swing. Let's see whose chin it can withstand.
So you think about that. He fought 87 times. Most of them in Mexico. That's pretty fucking impressive. Like, I'm not trying to take nothing from Floyd, but you're not the greatest of all time. If we start dissecting records,
but his fight is going to be is I'm undefeated.
So is Rocky Marciano, but people is not talking about Rocky Marciano like that.
That's legacy talk. So if you're talking legacy, then clearly you can't just walk past Floyd being 50-0. Like, you're just not walking past that. So
not walking past that.
Yeah. So,
but what's more impressive? 87-0 or 50-0? I'm just saying.
No, what's more impressive is that he has over 100 fights. And out of over 100, I forget what it was. You said 107 or 115 or something like that?
107-6.
Yeah, he only had 6 losses in 107 fights. I want a record like that.
God damn.
I want to know that I fought 107 times and 101 times I came out on
He
top.
fought 100. He fought 115 times. He's 107 and 6-2. So he had 2 draws, 6 losses.
That looks better to me than 50-0 or and a lot of his fights you already know he had to add the Logan Paul fight to his record so he could say, look, I'm still undefeated. You fought a fucking YouTuber.
Think about this. Sugar Ray Robinson was 40-0 before he lost his first match to LaMotta. The Raging Bull.
Yeah, Jake LaMotta.
Yep, everybody don't realize that's who he was in the Raging Bull. That's who he beat was Sugar Ray Robinson. But Sugar Ray Robinson fought in 201 fights in his life. Won 174 of them. 109 of them by KO. 19 losses out of 200 fights. He only lost 19 times, and he had 6 draws, 2 no contests. Bro, that's why I see why they put him as the greatest of all time. That's 201 fights.
201 fights. How many did he go? Of them. Think about how many times he went 15 rounds.
Shit. That's impressive.
That is impressive.
That's impressive.
That is very impressive.
I can't even shit on that. I didn't realize he fought that many times. 201 times is a lot of time to fight in a lifetime. Think about it. I don't think I even got close to. I don't think you ever get 201 fights if you're not a boxer. I don't think you can do it.
You can edge your whole life up.
Can you imagine saying you can fight people 201 times?
Damn.
That's next
too many
level.
bodies, man.
That's next level right there.
That's impressive. I don't care how much money you bring in. That's impressive to me.
That's impressive. Nobody's touching that. Nobody ever going to get to 201 fights.
Oh, hell no.
Ever.
No, because now they baby like Charles said earlier, sports has gotten soft.
You said a Logan Paul fight. He fought Logan Paul. Didn't count. It didn't. Yeah, it didn't. It was exhibition. The Logan Paul one didn't count. He didn't fight Jake. He fought Logan.
Yeah, Logan.
And he knocked Logan out twice. But he held Logan up. A lot of people didn't see that. He knocked his ass out twice. And he was like, we got to keep the money going.
Because the more views, the more money.
That tells me how weak of a chin that Logan Paul has. Because Floyd Mayweather had the most brittle hands in boxing history. He always broke hands.
He never hit hard.
Well, he hit your boy hard. I ain't gonna lie. He hit Ricky Hatton and knocked him the fuck out. I'm not even lying to you. He knocked the fuck out of Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton came in all wild. He hit Ricky Hatton with that check hook. I said, ooh, good night. I don't remember that fight. The damn Floyd, I didn't know you had it in you. Pretty boy Floyd was the best version of Floyd to me, though, because he had speed and power then. Then as he became Money Mayweather, then it was kind of, it's the Floyd we know today.
Here we go with the commercial. When you commercial now, you don't want to risk nothing. I can't mess with the money because I'm addicted to it.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's man, what a show though. It's been a great show, man. Like I said, I was exhausted because I've been working all week, every day this week. And then I went to the game. I'm surprised we pulled 3 hours. I told my mom, I'm like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I said, I don't know how I'm gonna do it today. And y'all made it easy for a brother. Thank y'all.
I meant to ask you, how was your son's game yesterday?
He didn't play. They canceled the game. It's okay. They know not to do it, put that on Saints Day. Nobody was coming to it.
Right to say they probably did it because of the Saints game and all the traffic and whatnot. Because that's the same thing that I faced when I left work yesterday. I had to
shout out to my nephew though. They did play Joe Brown yesterday, and they kicked the shit out. I forgot who they kicked the shit out of. They beat them 50 like 58 to nothing.
Damn.
State
Shout out to
champion
you.
Comets. St. Charles Catholic Comets are kicking ass. They've been
Shout out
kicking
to
ass for the last 2 years. So they back-to-back state champions. They're going for a third one. So they kicked ass yesterday. So shout out to you.
Nice.
Play that. Yeah, they be kicking ass. So,
That's good.
Yeah,
y'all got these shout outs.
Actually, quite a few. But y'all know I usually start off, shouting
Oh.
out the entire commission, platform of Venom and Smoke. Although wrestling was off yesterday, and then we're taking over for today, trying to hold it down for both brands. But shouting out, let's start off on a real note. Izzy, get well soon. Jay, you mentioned that you have your surgery coming up, so our well wishes and prayers are with you. Each family member, that allows us to, share our voices. And on a somber note, earlier this week in New Orleans, some 3 beautiful souls, lost their lives due to domestic violence. If you go on my Facebook page, if you know me, you know me, and obviously if you have me, you have me. I have the picture of the children, and I'm gonna keep them children up on my page for a week. I mean, I would do it longer, but there's things that's going on in the world, and I don't want to dwell on this. It's unfortunate that this situation happened, but domestic violence is real, and we are in the month of domestic violence awareness. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So again, if you see something, say something. And if anybody that's in politics who got some kind of sense of authority, hey man, you got to step up, man. This is a job, and you have to take your job seriously, man. New Orleans has been taking it on the chin for as long as I can remember. And I tried my best. I tried my best to stay home, to take care of home, to have my voice heard. And I went out to go vote. I went out to hold people accountable. I want my mayor accountable. I want my governor accountable. I want city council members accountable. Like, we're in this era where too much is happening too fast. We had that situation happen. We had a gunman go down in the mall Wednesday as well. Had the mall on lockdown for a number of hours until they could apprehend, at least people who was there as well. They had a total of 3, caught 2 of them. I think the third one eventually gave up and turned himself in. But yeah, man, like, thank you all for, paying attention to our sports talk. But we also, if it keeps you from being a victim, it keeps you from being, a culprit, participate, man. Like, get active, do something with your life, man, because you only go around once. There's no reset button. Sports is our thing, and we give you, sports opinions, but chime in, man. Like, you may got some takes that we could take and we could run with it for the next week's show. It's not going unheard. It's not unseen. Mo watches the show immediately afterwards. Like, I sit back and take of things that I think that, we could sit here and talk, have our talks about. So that's on the serious note, man. Like, please, 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 if you see something, say something, because, life is precious.
Yeah, that incident he talking about, I know he don't want to say it, but I'll say it. A car would burn 3 kids up in the house. That's what happened. Set the house on fire because he was getting a divorce. Straight up cowardly act. And
that's right.
I hope he rot in hell and burning shit. Just being real. Just burn him. I don't care. I hope the boys in prison do work on it, dude, because that you don't ever harm a soul. Like you never harm, like, but let alone children. I
Innocent.
couldn't
So
see me burning somebody alive. That's some heinous shit. I don't want to hear shit about mental health on that one. You just an evil person to do that shit. Like, I understand some people have bad days, but I would never harm a child or burn a child up in a house. That is past. That's past mental health. That's psychotic, and it needs to be dealt with swiftly. And that type of person doesn't deserve to live. And I don't never say that too much, but when I saw it on the news, and I was at work, y'all know I work in a mental health facility. When the
right.
patients say that's fucked up and they're getting angry, this is people who were dealing with their own issues. They got angry and was almost brought to tears. That's when you know it's heinous.
It
I
was
don't want nobody to make excuses for this dude. Don't come on the news making excuses for this dude. Don't do nothing. Don't want to hear about any tough upbringing. I don't want to hear about none of that shit. Because at the end of the day, it was a choice to do that.
that shouldn't have
You had a
happened.
choice
That
to do
shouldn't have
that.
happened. That
And
shouldn't
you
have
didn't
happened.
have to. Bro, I love my wife, but I would never burn up nobody because she don't want me anymore. I wouldn't burn up her son because she don't want me anymore. I would not do that. Like as much as it would hurt me, I couldn't do that. I couldn't bring myself to do that. That is, I couldn't live with myself with that. Knowing that I killed a kid before they even reached the prime of their life.
He
Just think
just
about it. Those kids will never get to grow up. Those kids will never go to prime. Those kids
ages
won't.
8, 5, and 3, and the 3-year-old was already gone. Um, come to find out, he was already gone beforehand. So
Yeah.
if you all go on Google, you can look it up. Like there's a video.
Lola.com, all kind of stuff
It's
like
probably
that.
on Google now. Like you look it up
It has to be. I'm surprised that did not make national news because that was tragic.
because the
That was
house was
tragic.
already ablaze in the back, and he walks out the front door just
Gets in
as
the car.
calm and smooth as ever. Takes his car, backs up, he's gone. And the story is the 8 and 5-year-old tried to revive their brother. The 3-year-old was a young boy, and it was unfortunate that they didn't know. He the ex-husband, he called the ex-wife and said, "Hey, he's screaming at the kids. The kids are screaming in the background. She's at work trying to provide for her family, and she had nobody else that can watch the kids. And who would think, he's the dad. He's not gonna harm his kids. He may, do whatever to me, but he won't harm my kids. And then whatever happened, and she tried to get home, and
And he told her he's gonna burn the kids up. He said he's gonna
my,
burn the house down with the kids in it. He already said it.
my heart goes out to that mom as well because she
Mhm.
tried everything in her power. She called 911. She had 911. Somebody, police, please. I don't care what you got to do. Knock the door down, break glass. I don't care. Just get my kids. And she was on her way, and now she has no family. She
No
has
kids.
nothing. And we are about 100 days away from the holidays. Well, we're a month away from Thanksgiving, and she will have
Mm-hmm.
no reason to be thankful. She won't have a reason to
No.
smile. She won't have a reason to celebrate anything because she did everything in her power for her family going to work. She's called out, for people that's supposed to be there. You,
That's
you, you
heinous.
called the authorities, and this guy had enough time to set the house on fire, be on his merry way, and he didn't get captured until sometime in the evening, like 6 o'clock in the
Yeah, he had
evening.
to turn himself. He tried to jump off the damn bridge.
Like
That's what he tried to do. But that's how he got caught, and he hurt himself.
I it
I wish
it's
he'd have
it's
broke his
really
damn
it's
neck.
gut wrenching. The entire story is gut wrenching, and I
It's
mean,
horrible.
my heart goes out to the family because the dad was on the news, the father of the dad was on the news, mom trying to get to her children, the community. It's it was a rough week.
New Orleans in a bad state because even our damn DA got robbed. he got his car jacked. The DA got his car jacked. Like
with his
they
mom
carjacked the
inside the
DA with
car.
the mom, his elderly mom in the car. So I just need New Orleans to calm down because it's too much going on. But that with the kids, I think that was a shock to everybody. I think that it was a gut punch to everybody. Like, hey, we chill this shit out because it's going unnoticed, and you should never harm a kid because of actions of an adult. Like, if your wife doesn't want you, what makes you think burning the kids up gonna make her want you? And as I said, you should never harm anybody. You should have burnt yourself up. How about that? Put gasoline on yourself and set yourself on fire.
Right.
If you want to make a statement, do that. Don't do the kids that because you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to. Now those kids' life is over. That mom will never be the same in your life. It's basically over. Over what? Over because y'all because you were abusive. Because
No
you
reason.
you did this. Because all reports he was very abusive. So like I say, prayers up for that family, man. And that happened down the street from where my wife grew up. It happened in around her old neighborhood. So she
That's
was
bad.
frantically looking to make sure it was somebody she didn't know. Thank God she didn't know the people, but not, but it would hit her home even more. But
But
I feel
still,
sorry. I feel sorry for that mom. Like that story is hard, dude. Like that. We had 3 kids. It brings you back to the time when that church got bombed in the 60s.
yeah.
When they killed those kids in the basement. You don't kill kids.
He-
That's like the rule number one. Like, you never kill kids or old people. You don't supposed to do that because they're the most vulnerable. And bro, it's hard to know that. We probably been shoulder to shoulders with this guy before and never knew. Because New Orleans is small.
Right.
And you never know who you're walking with. And this happened. And it was like breaking news. I just thought it was like a house caught on fire. I didn't know, how they said it when it first came on. We was watching the news, like the house caught on fire. And I thought the parents couldn't get the kids out. That's what I was thinking, like, oh no, goodness. Oh no.
Nah.
I'm like, oh no. Then when you seen the story, more to the
Mhm.
story, then it made you pissed. Like, why?
It was rough.
That was a horrible thing. It was horrible. And no mother, no family should ever have to go through that. I pray for his family because his family has that shame now.
Exactly.
Like now you're gonna look like that. Well, that's how he was raised. And then it goes to his family. I'm praying for his family, not him. He can go to hell all I care.
Well,
But his family, her family, and the kid, and the praying that the kids. I know the kids suffer badly, but they're not hurting anymore. They're in a place
right.
where they can, be at peace and don't have to worry about getting hurt anymore. But
Mm.
I think they would rather be living. And think about it, there ain't no more birthdays and no more. Like they can't go to prom. They'll never get married. They'll never
They'll
have
never.
kids of their own. I couldn't do that. I seriously couldn't do that. And I'm glad you gave him a shout out because that was tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't. I just can't get past that. Like,
That was horrible. And I didn't think nobody in the city would be like that.
Yeah, that's
He
that's
he
rugged.
no, he's not going to PC when he go to Angola. He gonna get PC right now because they know people gonna try to kill him. But he when he goes to big prison, he's going in there and he's gonna get what they call prison justice. Because that's one thing you don't do when you go to prison for is hurt kids. So I used to work in one of those. He gonna get prison justice, by either by the guards or he gonna get it by the inmates. So he's not gonna have a fun life.
And they
I
already know.
hope he
They already know who he is. They know how he look. You can't.
that
He's
shit's
not just
on
gonna up
news.
and disappear. He not. He gonna be in there for a minute, and he in there. He ain't getting out.
No, I hope not, man. He's not. And like God rest. God bless all the people involved except him. Like, seriously,
Most definitely.
Yep.
that's all. That's hard. But man, yeah, that was sad, really sad. Jay, it was hard to follow that because shit, I
Yeah, I know.
messed
You,
up my damn shout outs. Should have left that one for last.
I mean, I'm gonna make mine quick. You know, I thank you guys and shout you guys out for a good show. Um, Also, you know, I always shout out Lala. She has all different on all different platforms and all different social medias. Lala's Empire. Also, her birthday I think is
2
in a
days.
couple of days.
2
1 day
So,
days.
now. 1 day for you, Jay. 2 days for us, technically.
so yeah, 1 day for me, 2 days for you guys. So, like to wish her a happy birthday on our show.
Yeah, happy
Um,
birthday.
I like to say thanks to everybody that stopped by. That the guy Charles, that's a childhood friend of mine that I know
Right.
from when I was in high school. And I think he's come by before.
Yeah, he
Thank him
did.
for
He did.
stopping by.
Mm.
Anthony for stopping by for a little while. Get your picks in, Punk.
Yeah.
And don't be picking those commanders, man. Leave those commanders alone. Leave the Scotty Pippins alone. And there you go, Charles.
Child.
Hey, if you wanted
Child.
me to call you Chuck, you should have put your shit as Chuck. If you write your
Yeah.
shit as Charles, I'm gonna address you as Charles.
For the
So
longest, I thought my pop's name was Charles, but his real name is actually Chuck. I'm like,
Right. Yeah.
man, your name has to be Charles. No,
It
my name
has
is
to be
Chuck. You kept
Charles when
telling me
it's
that.
on this show. You're gonna be
His
addressed as
name
Charles.
really is Chuck. So every Charles I know is named Chuck. We call him Chuck.
well, I mean that's what I usually call him, but you know he wrote up his
Real
YouTube
name
as Charles.
Charles. He called you Pierre.
Okay, Pierre.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's pretty much that's all I'm shouting out. Everybody that stopped in, all and you guys, of course, and
All
Izzy and
right.
and Nasty too. Nasty. I'm glad that everybody,
Safe.
was okay. I'm sorry that you lost your vehicle, but everybody's okay, and that's what counts.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't hate on him today. I'm
Yeah.
just glad he all
Nah,
right and nothing bad happened.
man, Friday the
You
13th was
know what?
last week, man. How everything caught up this week?
No idea. But
We're behind.
yeah, a little
I
bit.
see that.
Man, like I say, thank Anthony. Lala, of course. I was shocked Lala was on here for a while. Miss Bitch or Eric's people.
Eric,
Somebody's back there doing something. My cuz Ryan, man, thank you for stopping by. The two Chucks. You got Chuck Smith and my pops Chuck for stopping by and hollering at us. And of course, thank you, Lala, for the love. And my boy, Damon, man, thank you for liking the podcast, man. You could talk too, bro. You don't just like it. You get on and talk. Thank you, Damon, bro. Appreciate y'all for doing, for watching and commenting and liking. I appreciate that. We got pushed back for the Heelish Mentality shirts. I had a busy week. And Friday I got caught up, so I couldn't really do it. I will design it and put it on the website. I will release it. So for all y'all who was asking for the shirts are coming. We got the Arms Out Friday shirt. I'm still waiting for my shirt to come in. So whenever my shirt come in, I'll be wearing my Arms Out Friday shirts for the I always do wrestling shirts. So I'm doing one for us. So I did the Arms Out Fridays for us, and we'll keep saying funny shit. I'll keep making shirts. So that's what's gonna go on with that, man. Man, I thank the people who buying the merch, supporting us, liking, subscribing for us. Man, shout out to Prolific for jumping on our show. I just want to tell them last week we appreciate it. And man, and
Definitely shout out
if y'all know any athletes that's looking
Prolific.
for exposure, or you don't have to just be wrestlers. If you know wrestlers too, but if y'all know any athletes, like I don't care if they semi-pro, I don't care what they do. If they're some type of athlete and they looking for some exposure, send them my way, and we'll get them that exposure. I try to use this platform to elevate people, so people can practice doing interviews. People can get their brand out. I'm really here to help. That's what I want this brand to be, like, to help. So if y'all know anybody that's trying to break into something, boxer, MMA fighter, whatever, send them my way.
Football,
It's
basketball, overseas.
football,
Hey,
basketball. I'll take log rolling. I don't care. We could do the Ocho sports. I don't care. Just bring them here. Yeah, I'm taking my son to see Carrie mid. Oh, damn, that's nice.
ooh,
That's nice.
all right.
Oh,
He
nice.
rolls back. That's nice.
Come on
That's
through,
nice.
Charles. Do your thing.
Spend
Yeah,
that money,
man, but
bro.
spend that money. I know that money. There's a lot of money there. But
Yeah, that's a good
we'll
seat.
be back. Yes, indeed. We will be back Thursday with the wrestling show. We have a lot to talk about there. And, just shout out to everybody, man. Like, I just want to shout out everybody that's doing the right thing. Whether, you think you're struggling or not, man, just keep doing what you're doing. The hard work will pay off. And, don't let, hard times stop you from reaching your goal. Because I know we all, it's tough times out here nowadays. So just want to shout everybody out, man, that's doing the right thing, that's out here grinding and working hard, and doing things for the community and themselves and their
Yes,
families. So
yes. Because y'all
y'all
doing
stay
it.
grinding. And
Y'all
that's my
doing
shout outs. Like, y'all just keep doing the thing, don't give up. And like Eric says, man, hey, y'all use this platform to vent. I don't care. If it stops you from doing something stupid or something that could be, you know, painful mistake, I'd rather you talk to us and get it out. We'll stop talking sports and talk to you. We don't care. So just tell a friend to tell a friend about us, so we can, grow, so we can, you know, do for the community. Because once we grow, that's one of my things I build this platform on is family and community. Like that's what I built it on. Like I'm
That's
not trying to
real.
do this to
It's
be
real.
selfish, to become
Y'all,
become a millionaire and just keep all the money for myself. I want to give back to my community. And I want this podcast to be a beacon of light for the community, for the people.
and this
This
is
is for
not
the
lip
people.
service. This man
That's
is
real.
really coming from the heart saying this. So
I'm being real. I don't do this because I get paid money. I don't do this for clout. I don't do that for all that. I do this because I enjoy it. I don't want this to be a platform for people to have a voice, say what they want to say, get it out. This is what I want this platform to be. And I want it to be great in its own. And if we never make 1,000,000 followers, I'm good with that. If I can help one person, I'll feel like 1,000,000 followers. If I can help one person have a great day or after having a tough day, I love my fans. I almost address them. I know them by name. The real fans who come every single time, I know them by name. Like I know them. Like I know they're gonna come in. And it's great to have that. Yeah. All these two were once fans. Let's put it this way: I put people who support me on. Do you want to do it? I put you on. So I'm not too many people do that. I don't have a group of friends that I'm just gonna do it, and it's gonna be us and do that. No, these people that were fans of the show, that love the show, that always commented, that always liked, and I brought them in the family. It's like a family. I say it's Venom fam. That's what I always say, because it's a family, and I treat this as a family, you know. And more places need to do that. Need to be family instead of out for self. It's a family. It takes more than one person to make something go. And I appreciate these guys, and I appreciate Lala and Izzy on the Thursday show, man, for taking their time out to do this show. They don't have to. They can say, you know, Mo, do it yourself. They can just do that. They can just say that. And they do this every week, and they bring it every week. They give me 3 hours of their lives every week, and I appreciate that.
3.5.
3.5 today. 3.5. And Izzy sometimes give me 6 hours. So hey, because he jumps on the sports show. So hey, so
right.
Hey, so let's think about it. Man, I thank y'all, man, and we'll be back next week with more sports. This is your host, Mo Young. You got the Diabolical Hater Jay and Doc Eric, who thinks he's Batman. Batman still lives to the Green Ranger. I don't care.
I'm Batman.
We'll see y'all later. Peace, and we out. I'm Batman. Batman beats up the poor.
Batman, thanks y'all for your support. Because I'm Batman.
And if you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my Republican jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, Gentleman, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, where it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's
Hell
Yankees
no.
first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets spit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this
That's
is.
why,
And
that's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.